It's Mr. Hood Love Mikey B, and this is Hood Love TV, where you live, love, and learn. Today, I'll be reacting to Jim Jones responding to Mandu Warrior. After Mandu Warrior called him out for the fade concerning Hogan's 4/5 and a Drop Your Flag challenge. Jimmy finally responded today, and that's what we talking about. You already know what it is, man, when y'all come up in the building, man. It's nasty out here, man. Um, you already know, man. Smitty, my co-host, Smitty should be pulling up shortly. If the brothers want to tap in, y'all can tap in and pull up and speak y'all piece, you heard? Um, so Jim Jones, he responded from his account and the New York Source on Instagram. I'll show y'all that. The New York Source on Instagram. And he has some choice words for Mandu. He has some very disrespectful things to say, concerning Mandu and what, Mandu was saying about him. Um, and we gonna get into it, you heard? But I knew things could get like this. I knew things could get nasty like this. And I really ain't want to see it go this way. But everybody's yo, salute to everybody pulling up in the building. AP, yo, Ramel, what up? Leonardo, what up? Yo, the Big 1090, what up? Salute to everybody pulling up. Mike Velez, salute. You already know. This is what he had to say. This is what he had to say is right here. It's on Instagram. Jim Jones Capo responds to new to a Brooklyn Blood member. Mandu's a little bit different than a Brooklyn Blood member, but that's what they saying. You know what I mean? He said, "Who is this ninja? Who OG is this? This is LOL. This ninja dealing with a lot of trauma. I know his throat hurt from all this SMD and he doing LOL." Jim Jones threw the Frank at the big homie. He threw the Frank at the big homie. He opened the Frank stand up on the big homie. Yo, it's nasty out here in these streets, you heard? He opened Jim Jones, just opened the Frank stand up on the big homie. I don't know how he's saying he don't know who Mandu is when they saying Mandu's brother is the one that turned Jim Jones Damu. I don't know how you could be. I don't know how long Jimmy been blood, but I know it's been a long time, at least like 20 years. I don't know how you didn't hear a Mandu Warrior. Um, if you was blood since the 90s, because Mandu was non-Trey. Mandu was a big homie in the 90s. Mandu was non-Trey when I met him. When I met Mandu around 9-6, I met Mandu in 9-6. Mandu was non-Trey. He was a big homie. He was well respected. So I don't know how you could say, you an old school Damu on the East Coast and you don't know Mandu Warrior. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Smitty, what's up? It's a lot going on, man. Smitty is in the building, a lot going on TV. He's right on time because there's a lot going on out here, man. In these YouTube streets and on this internet, man. Yo, Smitty, what up? Yo, the Big 1090. I think he capping on that. I think I'm gonna call cap on that. Jimmy know who he is. But
Yeah.
everybody, yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, Smitty?
What's up? Salute. I'm in the building. What's good?
It's nasty out here, man. Jim Jones opened the Frank stand up on the internet on the big fool.
You know what that's about. You know what that's gonna lead to.
Hey, yo, listen, bro. This is nasty work out here, bro. It's
You know.
nasty out here.
You know what that's gonna lead to. Automatic. You know what I'm saying? When you
But
invite somebody to the Frank stand, that's a open an invitation. I want war.
But he said that, Mandu, just to be the voice of reason. Mandu did say that Jim and them was at the Diddy parties. Mandu went in. You heard? Mandu went in. You know what I'm saying? So you had to respect some type of response, some type of nasty response from Jim Jones. You had to expect it. He responded to the worst dudes on the internet. 50 Cam. Jim been beefing on his internet knives. He's going at whoever. And I think with Mandu, he's on the same, he keeping the same energy. Like, yo, I'm holding this shit down. It is what it is. Whoever come for the crown, they getting these hot dogs. They getting the Franks. Yo, go ahead, bro.
Nah. For him to say that,
Oh, it was a little.
first of all, for him to say, who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? Um, questioning who is man Duke. You could tell that Jim Jones ain't in tune. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's Cap. I think he know who Mandu is. I think it's Cap.
He don't. He don't.
Nah, he know who Mandu is, bro.
Only thing that dude know is non-Trey.
All of us knew Mandu was from Brooklyn, but he also rep Harlem.
Right.
We
Fact.
all knew that. We all knew
Fact.
that he had, connections and a legacy in Harlem as well as Brooklyn. Mandu already had a legacy in Harlem, bro.
Right.
So dudes, I think he know. I don't think he falling short. Like he don't know who's who. See, what they do is play and they try to belittle your name. See that? Come on, we come from the era of who are you? Who are you? You ain't nobody. So he's trying to belittle him with saying, "Who is this? Who is this dude? Who is this OG?" That's a belittlement move, bro. That's a move to tarnish your, to say you ain't nobody, really. No matter what your status is in blood. And don't get me wrong, we knew dudes in the yard that had status that we ain't really like. Who son said he is? He could have been on paper and he could have the most rims in the spot. And we don't know how you got him, and we ain't know who you was. If your name ain't sound like nothing, then we're gonna be like, who you, bro? You ain't nobody. Like, all right, son, like, all right, go that way. Right or wrong though.
Nah, you ain't lying.
Dudes pull up with the rims and try to talk that because they the big homie. Somebody that gave them a spot, somebody that gave them something, and nobody know them, nobody heard of them. That shit don't mean nothing. So I think Jim Jones is coming at it from that perspective, bro. Real talk.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, and if you really look at it, it's the other way around. Who are you? Who are you, Jim Jones? Because I clearly know Mandu for putting in work. I clearly know Mandu as being one of the big stones.
Who Jim Jones? He the big Billy, the big homie. What you talking about?
Hey, Big Billy what?
The streets, they've been saying that for 20 years. Nobody ain't say he wasn't. Certified gangster. He been on the West Coast. He been down south repping. I'm just saying, I'm playing devil advocate here. I'm playing devil advocate. He been on the West Coast. He been on the East Coast. He been in all these cities. He been in all the clubs. He been in all the spots. He been around all the gangsters saying he was non-Trey, Billy badass. He had the Billies with him. Dude's called a federal indictment. Everybody jacked Jim Jones as a big Billy, bro. Just being honest, bro. I
I
seen
never jet.
somebody saying,
I
go ahead,
never jet. All right. That's just
go ahead,
like,
bro.
all right, let me tell you. That's like me being in a spot, right? I'm in the spot. I get a call. You know what I'm saying? It's you, Jim Jones, Shaquell, whoever, one of the originals in the spot. Ain't nobody taking those shots from Jimmy. Nobody's taking no shots, no calls from him, bro. What big homie? The only reason dudes acknowledge him or being non-Trey is because of the people that's standing next to him.
But that
Period.
means a lot. That means a lot, right? That means a lot.
No, but you got to understand, bro. We know what this Damu thing about, bro. A lot of dudes paid their way in, and Jimmy is paying his way. He's paying his way. He don't gotta put in work because he got the bag, and that's what it's about now.
But that's right. That's what run the streets now. So If you a dude that don't got the bag, they not looking at you. And let me tell you something. If I think all this would be playing out differently if man do came home straight on a different type of timing. And I don't want to see homie in prison. A lot of these homies that came out here on that timing, Larry O was back in jail. Um,
Dick Wolf.
Dick Wolf. What's the other the jet? La Brim.
La Brim.
When you come out here trying to really push that line and push you going straight back, these dudes is not gonna have you out here. These dudes with the money and power, they staying out here. Everybody worried about how they ducking these investigations and all that stuff. They still out here popping bottles, showing money. You know what I'm saying? Moving the crowd, doing their numbers. The real blood is going straight back to jail, bro. So if you come back out here on straight real Ola timing, and you really moving the crowd and push in perspective, bro, either you gonna go in a bag because a lot of dudes got killed, or you gonna go back to prison, bro. I don't want to see man do back in prison. You know what I'm saying? With
Me
this
neither.
with this
I,
foolishness, bro.
I don't want to see man do back in prison neither. But you just said something. You just said all that. That everything you just said don't sound like nothing Jim Jones did. You feel what I'm
What you
saying?
mean?
Like son ain't he didn't. I mean, like you said, man doing them. Man do they put in all this sacrifice and you don't want them to go to prison for this for this little whatever is up in the air. But it shouldn't be up in the air. You know what I'm saying? Because Jim is not who he say he is, bro. We talking about original one that's speaking the truth about Jim Jones doing foolishness over the internet, bro. You leading these kids to the hellfire, bro. You leading these kids to the hellfire. You out there telling these kids to be outside, be on the block, be all you could be in the streets. Come on, bro. I'm backing man do on this, man. It's not no that man do looking for clout or man do trying to see an early grave or go back to jail. Man do is really trying to help these babies. And he see ignorant dudes like Jim Jones putting on a show. Come on, bro. Son ain't never put in no pain, bro. He's not Moore. We know the dudes that didn't put in pain and the dudes that wasn't putting on, how did we look at them? Like derelicts, like bozos. He's no different. Yeah, I'm just keeping it real, bro.
I agree with you to a certain extent. Let me tell you something. Like I said, I've been retired for a while, but I always seen Jim Jones as a blood.
Mm,
I always seen Jim Jones when I wasn't
that's
retired.
crazy.
When I was in the whip, I ain't see him as no big homie because he was never on no lineups. But I seen Jim Jones as a blood. I'm just being honest. When I was blood, when I was during that time, I seen Jim Jones as a blood. Now we know dudes in jail. A lot of dudes in jail ain't put on like that. You had never ever, vegetarian. We had all these slang words for dudes that didn't put in no work.
And what
Why do
and
we
what
have
and how
those?
did we
Hear me
look
out,
at
hear me out,
them?
hear me out, hear
All
me
right,
out. Why do we have all those slang words if everybody put in work? Because everybody didn't put in work. Everybody wasn't getting busy. We know that. We know dudes in jail that was not getting busy. When you pulled up, because if you did, we would have heard your name. When you pulled up, the homies would know you, right?
right,
The homies would know you if you pulled up. So when you pulled up in the spot and we pulled up, at one time when I first went upstate, if dudes ain't know you, as soon as you step in the spot, you gotta put it in. I'm just being honest.
facts.
As soon as you pull up day one, as soon as you come to the yard, like who you? It's 50 bloods, 100 bloods in the yard. And nobody know all real rights at that time in the late 90s and the early 2000s. All real rights in the yard. Nobody don't know you out here. We got 100 bloods. Nobody in the jail know you. You got to put on.
Right,
That's how it really was. You know, you got to put on right now. Right now,
right,
you got to put on. Not
right,
later. Right now. Here go this. Go that way. That's how it was. I'm just being honest of how we came up.
right.
But we knew it was a lot of cats that wasn't on our timing. And when blood grew, it wasn't just the warrior class that we started with. Because at first it was just warrior class. We was all warriors. We was all warrior class. You had some of us that were smarter than others, and they became leaders because their leadership qualities shone through. But you had to be a warrior class individual to step in the ranks with us. You wasn't stepping with us if you wasn't, you know, how about some hardcore bloods like it raw?
Facts.
You wasn't stepping with us.
Facts. I
You know
get
what I
it.
mean? If you wasn't getting bit, I'm just being honest. And he came home at that time. They say he came home from the 90s. I don't know him. I don't know when he came home. I know we've been repping since. But I know for a fact, like, even when even when La called out the kid CJ, nobody could call out Jim Jones because Jim Jones is actually around with the real riders, with the real Damos, bro.
All right. Now,
I
I'm
think
gonna
this
keep it
is
real.
late. Now, if it's true, now if what everybody's saying is true, it's late. You
Listen.
let him get his roots in. You let him build his army. It's late. Go ahead, bro.
Now, you said all that about the homies in the yard, some homies not putting them. You know for a fact how we treated dudes that wasn't putting in no pain. Or derelict bloods that was running around them yards looking crazy. Because like you said, everybody wasn't ready to put in no pain. You know what I'm saying? Dudes was ducking smoke. When it was time to put in pain, it was only like 3, 4 people in that circle, in that group. You understand? And it's a 50, 100 bloods in that yard. You understand what I'm saying? Come on. Jim Jones is not a blood. I consider Cardi B more of a blood than Jim Jones.
Why is that?
Because I actually saw her at Wows. I actually saw her in the field. You understand what I'm saying?
But Jimmy be in the field. Jimmy be around. You can't say Jimmy's not around though, bro. You can't say he's not, bro.
He's around the Billies in Harlem, bro. You understand what I'm saying? I just, I just have a problem with Jimmy, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like, my whole thing is this, right? He tries to portray something he's not. That's my only problem. And then you lead in these kids to that hellfire, knowing the position that you in. You understand what I'm saying? It could be
Right,
all types of tournaments. Why ain't no football teams up in Harlem?
right,
Why ain't no basketball, no Jim Jones basketball AAUs going all around the country?
right.
Come on, bro. That dude is for self. He only want the name. He don't care about the game. He only want the name and the fame off the game. Son ain't never put in no pain. We can't acknowledge him as a Damu, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't, like, come on, man. Like, nah, can't do it. Can't do it.
All right. So now, see, this is what I didn't want to see because
Got ran out of Harlem by the Crips.
when he got
See,
ran
Gutter
out,
and them ran him out of
he
Harlem, out
been in
his own
Harlem
park.
when Jimmy wasn't in Harlem.
He got ran out of Harlem out his own park
Oh, you talking about the fight?
by Crips. See, Gutter and them.
The whole Dipset ran though. Everybody ran.
It
Cam,
don't
all of
make.
them was jumping fences.
He's part of that. He's the big Damu. They not. What are you talking about? You running? You jumping gates? You were
They
scared
got
to death of True Life.
they got up out of it.
True Life had you ducking like this. You ain't want to be seen in them clubs when True Life was on your body. He's been a victim his whole career. Dequan, you right. He's been a victim his whole career. You're not gonna come out after you get off a Cameron leash. You understand? Cameron take that leash off of you. Now you just this big Jim Jones in Harlem. You got it locked, and when everybody is gone, you're like, come on, stop it, bro. Stop it. He's a hard time buster.
I ain't gonna lie. I can't.
Nah, don't say that, Chico Low. It don't sound personal. Don't say that, Chico Low. It's not personal, and that's for everybody. I feel the same way about the game. I feel the same way about Chris Brown. I feel the same way about Lil Wayne, Soldier Boy. What's that other dude? Get it in blood, get it in blood. All these dudes, they are no different, bro. I put in pain for the homie. I sat up in the box 24/7. Platinum Ascari, what you did? What you talking about? Platinum Ascari? What you did? Mr. Platinum Ascari? Like, yeah, I sat in the box 24/7. I took deals. That's what I did. I took deals for the homies. XLO took a deal for him in 5 Point. Wasn't even Brent.
So wait a minute, hold on. So we got
Oh man.
so what we see is the start of jail OGs going against the street rapping homies. This is crazy. This is
that
what it's
sound
looking like, bro.
that sound crazy.
Industry homies, the industry homies versus the street, the original OGs. This was going on. This is what we seeing right now. Starting. What you eating, bro?
Yo, I ain't gonna front. I had to get off. Nah, that chicken was crazy, y'all. So my fault, y'all. Yo, I was busting down some chicken, y'all.
Yo, bad vibes, salute. Yo, bad vibes up here.
Yo,
Yo,
bad
bad
vibes,
vibes and
salute.
man, they got their
Salute,
own channel
elder.
now. They got their own channel now. Bad vibes and man got their own channel.
Yeah, make sure y'all tap into
Yo,
that.
Grown Man TV in the building. Salute. Yo, salute to everybody. Yo, this is crazy. So hold on. I'm asking you, this is what I didn't want to see, bro. So we got industry bloods versus the street OGs, like the street soldiers that's on the front line in these organizations is now it's starting a battle between the rapping dudes that's like rapping against the work that they putting in out here. This is
Yo,
nasty, bro.
yo, he said, wash your hands. Let me go wash my hands, yo. Dude, dude said he over here licking it. Yo, wash your hands. Yo, the chat be ordered.
Hey, yo, listen, that's what I'm saying though, bro. So that's what we got coming to us now. I don't want to see that shit, bro. Dudes gotta dial us back. I need brothers to step up. Let me say this to Moshe, Mel
I'm
Cross.
all right. All right. You saying that we don't want this to get out of hand, right? But
Nah, bro, this is nasty,
listen,
bro.
this is what I'm saying. When you got dudes that sacrifice their life, sat up in that box 10, 15 years, 5 years in a box for what we call blood in New York. You understand what I'm saying? Cuts on their face, stabbings, beaten, kicked out, teeth kicked out by police. Everything for the sacrifice of Damu in them states. You know what I'm saying? For the oppression the police was that we was up against them police. For some dude out here to just be living off of that and brothers is not on it today. You not on it today. It's not like you came home with a red flag on your head, beads, all y'all came home like, yeah, peace, almighty. Come on, bro. It's not like that no more. So for you to be promoting the program like it is, like we're still at war, it's mind-boggling, bro.
Yo, the entertainment guard said it's already out of hand, bro. I agree. I agree. I think it is out of hand, but I don't want to see no war between these brothers. So I think dudes got to step in and really like, tone this shit down from the fighting, tone this down from all of that, and see how everybody can come together and do what's better for the community, for themselves and for the community. Because all it's gonna be is a big ass indictment. The usual suspects gonna go to jail or go back to jail, and everybody else gonna be out here partying like they've been partying.
Right. Yeah, I get that. I get that. Yo, East Side of Town said, I hope y'all ain't hating on Harlem. Nah, it ain't. Yo, bro, it's not even a Harlem
God the
thing. This
brand
is not
salute.
this not even a Harlem thing, East Side of Town. You understand what I'm saying? It's just a grown man that's promoting ignorance. You understand what I'm saying? And he's in a position to actually put these kids in a better position and let them know what's really going down. Your man just caught an indictment, did like 5, 6 years. You still got Shoddy in them up north in the feds right now doing time. You understand what I'm saying?
Yo,
Why you
Mel
still,
Cross in the building. Mel Cross in the building too. Salute to Mel Cross. Yo,
yo,
Cross, y'all
salute to
gotta step
salute,
in the middle.
elder.
Yo, Cross, y'all gotta step in the middle of this, bro. Y'all gotta really y'all gotta get in the middle of this, bro, because I don't want to see this shit get nasty. You know what I'm saying? Um, and it looked like it's going that way with the rhetoric and how dudes is talking, bro. You know what I'm saying? We need y'all brothers to like, I don't know. Jim Jones got a studio situation going on. Dudes might got to go up there, sit in that studio with Jim, and have a real conversation, even if it's not on the internet. Even if it's not broadcasted, dudes got to get on the same page, bro, because you don't want this shit to go the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see other people to see this and start reacting, other kids and other people to get involved. Everybody got, soldiers, everybody got people that love them on all sides of the Jim got people that love him, man. Doing them got people that love them, you heard?
Nah, no doubt.
Yo,
And
Cross, yeah,
Chico
you gotta
Low.
definitely speak on this, Cross. You gotta definitely Moshe. Y'all brothers, y'all gotta step up, bro. Pee Wee. I need all of y'all dudes, like, you know what I'm saying? I got the voice of the people that got the respect of everybody. Even Hocus for a fifth. Y'all gotta step up and really talk about this because I see this rhetoric, I see this going the wrong way. I see this going the wrong way, you know what I'm saying? And y'all all doing great work out here, you know what I'm saying? Even Jim Jones, y'all all doing great work. So, I don't want to see this shit, you know what I mean? I don't want to see this shit play out with more brother on brother violence, blood on blood violence, bro. That shit, we had enough of that, bro. Like, we don't need that shit. That's a loss, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, I get what you're saying on that, and I
He
wanna,
said,
I want the
Cross said
brother
what Jimmy said.
Chico.
Let me tell y'all what Jimmy said. This is what Jimmy said. Jimmy said, "Who is this ninja? Who OG is this? Is LOL. This ninja dealing with a lot of trauma. I know his throat hurt from all this SMD he doing. LOL."
Now, before I get into that, I wanted to say something, react to that what you just said, Chico Low. I don't want no violence to come out of this. I'm just saying, like, as he a blood, so as being a blood, if another blood call you out, that's rules and regulation. If you're a blood and another blood call you out for a fade, you can't deny that fade. You must give that blood a fade, or you're faded. Bottom line. So that's why I was saying that. I don't want nothing to happen to Jim Jones. I don't want nothing to happen to Mandu. I want Jim Jones to be the stand-up man he's supposed to be. You understand what I'm saying? A leader like he's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a lot of kids following him right now through fashion, you know what I'm saying? Through music. You understand what I'm saying? Movies, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, he got power, bro. So that's the only thing I'm saying, man. And Platinum Ascari, right? He said something up here to me too as well. Yo, bro, you gotta be, I, you gotta be in that group. You must be with Shotty and
Tiny, let loose, salute.
Jim. You must be around Jim Jones and all that. I don't want Jim Jones to go to no jail cell. I don't want him to die. None of that, bro. So, you know, I just want everything to come back to, it's right perspective, bro, where we all in one harmony, bro, and we ain't killing each other out here, you know what I'm saying, and destroying each other, bro. That's it, man. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely time out for the black on black violence entertainment to God. I don't want to see, like I said, I don't want to see man Dewey doing great work out here. I don't want to see him messed up, you know what I'm saying, bad vibes. I don't want to see the people. It's not just man do. I don't want to see none of the people. I don't want to see little homies. I don't want to see none of Jim and them people. They getting money. They doing them. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. They getting their money. That's good. They supposed to be doing that. You know what I'm saying? They supposed to be looking good and making connections and networks and building bonds and building shit. They supposed to be. And let me tell you something. You know Jim Jones gonna respond. You know he was gonna say something. You thought Jimmy wasn't gonna say nothing? No, man,
I'm
dude
not
went
as
in on him.
I,
Man,
I,
dude
I
went in on
expected
him,
him
bro.
to. I expected him to. You know what I mean? He's a non-trade gangster. He's a Billy Badass. Come on. He thinks he's a Billy Badass. Of course he got to say something. What are you talking about?
Yeah, so I know he was gonna respond. You know what I'm saying? I know he was gonna respond. You know what I mean? He responded to dudes that on this internet is much bigger than man do. Maybe not in the streets of New York, but on this internet, 50 Cam, he beefing with his own man, Mason them. He going, Jimmy don't care, yeah. Jim Joe, I give Jimmy his props because at least he keeps the same energy, you heard?
Nah, he
I
do.
don't like what he said, but man, dude said some stuff to him, like he'd be at Diddy parties. He was in all the Diddy parties, so that was some Frank type stuff. You heard? That was some Frank action right there. You heard?
I mean, Have you spoke to Mel Cross or any of the other elders about this? Have y'all got on the phone and talked about this?
I haven't talked to anybody about this besides a couple of. I talked to a brother or two behind the scenes about this, but I didn't expect like I was hoping that a lot of these guys tapped in before I even talked to them, because they
Right,
more connected, they more boots on the ground on the streets of New York, bro. I'm not just
right,
being honest, bro. They
right. I
boots on the ground. They boots on the ground in the streets of New York, bro. I expect them to deal with this. I don't have to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't even want to. But I just want to be the voice of reason. Somebody that's thinking logical about this,
Yeah,
because
Zip
this is
ain't
gonna
got
get
no couch like that.
because it's gonna get nasty, bro. You heard? I don't want to see it get nasty, in New York for more New Yorkers and for more good brothers that's out here doing the right thing.
Right.
We had a lack of good leadership already, bro. What we gonna lose more good dudes that's out here leading right and getting money and doing shit? We gonna lose more dudes like that in position? Nah, bro. I ain't with that. I don't want to see that.
I agree with you on that. I
But them
definitely
brothers,
agree.
them brothers that's out there on the ground in these dudes' ears, they can talk to them.
Pretty Black the Dawn said, what Pretty Black is that? The Dawn. Is that a All Star Pretty Black from All Star? He said ninjas hate Jim. Nah, we don't hate Jim. Yo, listen, this is not a Jim Jones hating party, right? You know what I'm saying? Because as we know, Mikey B think he's the big homie in entree. He's the big blood. You know what I'm saying? He acknowledge him as the big homie. You know what I'm saying? So at least one of us do. This ain't no
Nah,
Jim Jones
listen,
hate.
nah, look. I know for a fact. I don't know what he's doing now. I don't know about the lineups now. But when I was in prison, he wasn't on no lineups. But being on the lineup don't make you really a big fool like that, bro. It's your work. It's the work you doing. And he put in work. And I'm not saying he ain't put in physical work. But homie did put in work as far as making connections, putting his crew's name out there, his hood's name out there, making money for his family and for his people. That's work, bro. You can't say that's not no work. It's 90% mental and 10% physical, bro. So, because he wasn't really the dude that was putting in physical work, I can't say Jimmy is not official as far as how we looked at things, bro. Jimmy was repping, and Jimmy's just a guy that got a break and made money doing the Dipset thing. But that don't mean he not official, bro. I can't say that's because he made money that he not official Damu. That don't make him not official Damu because he made money.
And you know he's sending you all types of dipset wear. You know I ain't getting nothing. He's
He
sending you
don't say
all
I don't
types
got
of
no
hats,
Dipset where.
jackets. You
Listen,
getting all that.
I am not in contact with Jim
You
Jones.
you getting all that. He's sending you every you getting it in blue, the pink one, everything. You
Yo,
got you
listen,
laced right now.
I
I'm gonna
am
make sure.
not being
Listen,
any. I'm just keeping it. I mean, I just got to keep it thorough because we can't make it seem like you not official just because you didn't never do nothing violently to nobody, bro. We'll be pushing a bad. I'm just telling you how we came up.
right,
In our generation, what we had to do at that time, we was going through a real war for the color of our skin.
right,
Real shit. You know what I'm saying? Not no. And we had all hands on deck. Neutral dudes with us. Brooklyn was with us. Queens was with us. Harlem was with us. Upstate was with us. You see what I'm saying?
right.
We had Spanish, Latin, we had Latin brothers with us. We had Dominican brothers with us.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? We had white people with us that was rolling with us. I'm just saying, so we can't make it seem like you only official if you put in work. That's not the standard of Ola, bro. That is not. Now, if you put in any kind of work, you could be doing other things and be official in the eyes of a real Damu, bro. If you helping the homies, you coming to feed the peoples. What? We all banging, we all get busy, but none of us got no money. Nobody's coming to feed the people. Nobody helping out with lawyers. No, we need all of that, bro. We always needed all of that, bro. Who gonna come and see you when you locked up in a box? Your mother can't see you. She ain't got no money. The homies might send a bro mom, send a bro wife a couple dollars, bro, so she can go up there and see the homie. All of that count, bro. That ain't extortion. That's you taking care of your family and your peoples, bro. That ain't no extortion. He ain't wrong for sending, even if he sent Magoo the money. He not wrong for that. He in a position to take care of the fools. Just like somebody, brother or sister or wife or somebody else would do. You got brothers that helping other brothers. I done sent money back to the, since I've been home, I done sent money back to the pen. I ain't gang banging, but I done sent money back to the pen. Month after month after month, I sent money. I done sent dudes
Facts.
money.
Facts.
I done sent dudes bread, bro. And not because I want to be a part of the gang, because I know how it gets while you in prison. You need help. So the Damus needed all those different things, not just the warrior class individual. You needed the thinker, you needed the money maker. You know what I'm saying? You needed all those, you needed the education department. You needed all those things to make your set into something that was real valuable and successful. You
No,
needed all those things, bro.
I can't argue with you on that, bro. I can't argue with you on that. You understand what I'm saying? I definitely can't argue with you on that. Um, but like I said, man, that dude is kind of it's different. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, if you putting in pain in New York or you doing whatever you do as an OG, as a blood, dudes know. You understand? Your name is known. You know what I'm saying? You left a movie behind. You did something. You feel what I'm saying? Like you act off you portray the image of a violent person. Like you put in all this pain and do all this gangster stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you really don't. That's my only problem with the boy. You feel what I'm saying? That's my only problem because you're on a national stage where a bunch of young brothers from Harlem actually want to be like you.
Right.
They actually step out their door wanting to be like Jim Jones. So we're gonna have a bunch of 100 brothers just standing on a block drinking Mo Wet and wasting their life. Show them better. Get them off the block.
You see what RIP to SI. You see what Platinum Ascari said?
Hocus
Facts.
Four Fifth is
Hold
in the
on.
building, man. This stuff, and yo, and this started off for and this did, and I'm not saying it as it was a
Hocus
bad
Focus
thing,
salute.
but if it wasn't for Hocus Four Fifth putting this in the air, none of this would be about right now. And I'm glad this is coming about, bro. I'm glad this is coming about because a lot of things need to be put on the table, brother. A lot.
Right? You ain't saying nothing wrong about that. You ain't saying nothing. My thing is, I want to keep the violence down amongst the peoples, bro. That's my thing. I want to keep don't get me wrong, all these brothers doing good work from different perspectives. But I don't want to see these dudes crashing out, leading others to their destruction. Because if they crash out, other dudes gonna follow up. Other dudes is not gonna let these dudes be out here going out by themselves. I know how it is. I know how it go already. I know how dudes think. I know how dudes move. If they see certain dudes moving, they're gonna move, bro. You know how this shit go, bro. Certain dudes got that motivation. If they move, they doing certain things, and they see movement, then they're gonna move, bro. You know what I'm saying? And we don't need that shit we don't need that in New York. What we need is these elders to get on the same page and to communicate with each other and take it out of any essence of violence and bring it back where everybody can benefit from this communication that we have on the internet right now, bro. That's the only way to capitalize, bro. It has to be pulled back. This got to be pulled back, bro. Hocus for Fifth got to get involved with that. All these OGs, all the real OGs. I don't care about no fake dudes. I'm talking about the official dudes, and we know who they are. We know them. You know what I'm saying, Smitty? You froze, Smitty?
Nah, I'm here, but yo, put a one in the chat if y'all feel like I'm hating on Jim Jones, man. Because I see a lot of people saying that I'm hating on him. No, I'm not hating on him. I'm not doing this for no clout. I don't want none of Jim Jones' money. I don't want him to set me out. I don't want him to set nobody out around me. I don't care about none of that. What I want Jim Jones to do is be a man. You understand what I'm saying? Stand up as a real Damu if he say he Damu and take care of his neighborhood and stop the violence in his neighborhood. You understand what I'm saying? Because he got the power to do that. He got the power to talk to them little babies that look up to him. You understand what I'm saying? That want to sit up and pop bottles and you know, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Like, I'm not hating on that man, yo. I'm
That's the
definitely
real
not,
Hocus
man.
4 Fifth in the chat too.
See if they got a link where we could send Hocus.
I can put it in the chat. I'm gonna try to copy it and put it in the chat.
Yeah,
Matter
because
of fact,
I want to hear some. I actually wanted to hear what the bro had to say, man. Mel Cross, man.
I'm gonna copy the link and put it in the chat right now. I send it to you. I'm gonna copy it and put it in the chat, bro. Because
Grown man business salute. You already know. Yeah, bro, but I'm not hating on him, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want no black man to to fail. I want all us to prosper in life. I want all us to be good. I want all us to, you know, vibrate on one level. You know what I'm saying? One beat, one harmony. You understand what I'm saying? Like, we in America, man. Like,
yo, the link is in the chat for Hocus, Mel Cross. Any of y'all want to come up here and speak y'all piece, talk y'all talk, bad vibes. Any of y'all want to come up here and talk y'all talk? The link is in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Hold up, Smitty. If they want to pop out, just put it in the chat. If you want to pop, if you want to pull up here and speak your piece, bro.
yeah. I definitely pop. I definitely step down so brothers can speak their piece, man. This is what we all about. We respect all opinions. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we all right at the end of the day. It's nobody wrong in this situation. Nobody wrong. You know? Um, I think it's gonna take a village for us to change what's going on in New York.
Boogie Black salute. Right, right,
It's gonna take a village. It's gonna take all of us. The entertainers, the street OGs, the dudes behind the wall, everybody, the parents, the grandmothers, the grandfathers, the cousins, everybody.
right. That's
And
a
I can't
fact.
just blame this on Jim.
Hogan said give him a second,
I
but
can't blame this on Jim.
I think they got to turn this shit down though, as far as the people's beefing with each other, bro. They got to turn that down, bro. They got to turn that down, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
They got to turn that down, bro. That is a bad look. That is not a good look. You know what I'm saying? If they go have a conversation with him, they all talk it out, whatever they do amongst themselves. Jim got a whole warehouse. He got a whole studio for that. You know what I'm saying? He got a whole studio for that. He got a studio for that. You know what I'm
And,
saying?
and Platinum Ascari, nobody would know who Jim Jones was if it wasn't for Mel Matrix coming through. So it go right hand in hand, bro. It go right hand in hand, bro. Everybody knew who Mel Matrix was, period, bro. When I came up 9899, yo, it was dudes that was in the whole Brooklyn, the whole Bed-Stuy was under Mel murder. The whole Bed-Stuy. Anything that came out of the Stuy was under Mel murder. So he was known way before that. He was one of the original dime moves in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So he didn't get his name off of Jim Jones. And that's
Yeah, a
a
lot.
fact.
Yeah, but the history's getting messed up now because homie got the money, so dudes don't really know the history. You know what I'm saying? The West Coast been knew about East Coast. Jim Jones ain't make the West Coast know about the East Coast. Dudes out here repping their sets, repping their hoods is why the West Coast got on to what the East Coast was doing over here with this.
Facts. T. Rogers was the first one to step over here.
Right,
T. Rogers was the first one to step over here and tell us that we was doing things wrong. He
right,
was the first one to step over here and tell us, yo, y'all repping the 5 Point Star? That's not us. The only people that rep the 5 Point Stars, the Jungles, the Stones in California. Everybody else don't rep that 5 Point Star. He start telling us everything and start giving us original history. What are you talking about?
right,
And this is early 90s.
right,
God bless the dead, the big homie T. Rogers.
right.
Let's talk about that. The Black Peace Stones is the first blood set that gave us original history of Cali. And that came straight from T. Rogers. Let's talk about that.
That's true. East side of town said nobody listens, so what's the point? That's true. Nobody listened. That's true.
You right about that? I
That's true.
can't.
Nobody listened.
I can't. I can't dispute that. East side of town. What are you talking about? I can't dispute that. Shit.
New York be like, we on our own time. We don't care if we wrong.
Yo, Ja
Rastafari,
Ace
Selassie got it
TV.
first.
You already know Ja Rastafari.
Ja ACV in the building. Ja Rastafari, Selassie got it first.
You already know.
Yo, it's nasty though, bro. But I ain't gonna lie. I want to see this tamp down because the way this is going, and let me tell you something. Jimmy got a gangster brand. He got to stand on it. He stood on with everybody else. Why would he not be taking this? Yo, G Dub Quint, what up? Salute.
Look at Bam Boogie. He said, Smitty, you real right. Laugh out loud. The whole star was under Mel murder. That's a fact.
Yo, it's a lot. Yo, Jai ACV, it's a lot going
It's
on,
a
man.
lot going on.
Jim Jones responds. Yo, hold on. What's Jim Jones response? Because he's yeah. This is Jim Jones' response, y'all, to Mandu. Who is this ninja? Who OG is this is? LOL. This ninja dealing with a lot of trauma. I know his throat hurt from all the SMD he doing. LOL. That's Jim Jones' response. Nasty work out here, bro. Not the big homie.
Not the big homie, man.
You
You
threw the
playing with
Frank.
the big homie,
Jim
man.
Jones throws the Frank at the big homie. That's Franks. That's a
He
Frank.
wildin'.
Anything
He
that you talking to
wildin'.
somebody and it's an SMD in it, that's a Frank stand.
No, he's a blood for real. You
Yo,
know
listen.
that. He's a blood for real. He
Yo,
gotta be a blood.
yo, throwing a Frank like that, yo.
He gotta be
Jimmy
a
said, I'm
blood.
definitely Damo.
He double. He
He said,
throwing
I
a
never
Frank
been to
like
the
that. He's
box.
double.
He said, I've never been to the box, but I'm definitely Ola, whole is Frank. Yeah.
Yo,
Yo,
that's crazy.
any type of SMDs, anything like that in a sentence. I was gonna tell you SMD. Even if you say you was gonna tell me that, but I respect you. Listen, I was gonna tell you the SMD, but I got respect for you. You gotta, it's the same thing. You might as well just told it to me, because if you
Yeah.
was gonna tell it to me, that means it was in your mind to say SMD to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was in your mind. You thought about saying it to me. For
Right.
you even thinking about saying it to me is a violation.
Facts. That's a fact.
You violated in your mind first. You stopped yourself from violating in words, but you violated in your mind. So I gotta get with you. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta get with you. I gotta get
Hey,
with
yo,
you.
this is nasty up here on the internet. Yo, they tripping out here. They tripping out here on the internet, bro. Yo, I ain't going front. They wilding. Yo, they wilding, bro.
He
And you
said, yo,
can't, hey,
Ja
yo, listen.
Ace. Ja Ace said Jim Jones know that he's not gonna see man doing bad vibes. He gonna be on tour for like a good 6 months, you heard?
Oh, yeah, he got that record out.
Yeah. Nah, this is getting crazy.
Nah, it's getting wild out here, you heard?
Oh, he said, how do we come up? Hocus 4/5 coming down. I'm about to drop off.
It's right. The link is in the chat. The link is right there in the chat. All you gotta do is hit the link.
I'm gonna drop off right now so
All
we can
right,
see what Hocus talking about. I'll be back up.
all right.
All right.
Yo, the link is pinned in the chat right there. It's pinned at the top of the chat. That's the link. So you can just hit the link that way. If you're on your phone, it's not on. It's not a stream yard. It's for the phone. That's not a stream yard link. That's a phone link right there. Hey, yo, BV, y'all can hit the link. Yeah, so you can hit it. You can hit it through an iPhone. You can hit it through any of that. Let me give bad vibe a Rich. The link ain't working. Hold on. Let me see if the link is working. Hold on. I'll be right back. This is not my phone. You see, this is my wife's phone. I'm just trying to see if the link works. Oh no, the link ain't working. I'm gonna put a new one up. The link ain't working. Hold on. I'm about to change the link right now. I'm about to send it to you right now, Bad Vibes. I'm gonna send it to you too. I just sent it to Bad Vibes. Shit was, that link is not right neither. What is going on? Let me see something. It is working that way. Hold on. It is working that way. I don't know why it's not working the other way. It is working that way. I don't know why it's not working the other way. Oh, here we go. Bad Vibes up in here. Yo, BV, what up?
Right.
Yo, we gotta send the link. Yo, Smitty, send a link to Hocus. Yo, what's up, bro?
Man, y'all in there? I need to get in there. Oh,
Yo, yeah, bro, that shit is crazy, bro. You see the response? I can't hear you, BV. You muted. Yo, guy, what up? I'm gonna call you back in, BV. There we go. There go Hocus right here. Hit the link again, Hocus. I seen you just now. Hit it again. Hit the link again. Hit it again, Hocus. Oh, there you go. Yo,
Yeah.
peace, bro.
What up, bro? What up?
Yo, peace, bro. Yo, listen, man. Salute to you. Blessings to you, man. You doing great work out here, man. Jungle will be proud of you, man. The big bro, that's my bro. Yo, he be proud of the work you doing out here, bro. You heard?
Yeah, R.I.P. Jungle, man. Salute.
RIP the jungle, man. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all the peoples, you know what I'm saying? Yo, talk your talk. You see where this is going, bro. We gotta grab this, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I definitely salute to you and Smitty. I watched y'all live the other day or yesterday it was, and y'all made a lot of good, powerful points, both of y'all, and you making a lot of good points too, bro. It just for me, I'm like this. Like I really don't care. Like when I did it, I didn't do it to catch the attention of rappers or any entertainers or nothing like that. I was talking to those who wanted to drop their flag or encourage those who even had it on their mind, or even those who didn't and feel like, I feel like Hocus makes sense. It's time to move this way. I didn't do it for, guys like Jim Jones. So Jim, he spoke out like kind of like against it. And which I really don't care though. Like it didn't bother me much. But the only thing was for me, don't I said he was wrong at when he said, he got himself in a situation and dudes trying to get themselves out. Like you don't know my situation, homie. Like you don't know my situation. I didn't get myself in nothing, nigga. Like you don't know my situation. And
Facts. I seen that. But what do you why responding? What do you think about people that say you only doing this? Because I see a lot of narratives being played saying that you're only doing this because you're in this indictment. But go ahead, speak on that, bro. Keep going.
you know how it's like. I'm sorry, man, but our people is very ignorant and stupid. I'm gonna say because if you feel like that's your narrative, then you're an idiot. Let me ask you a question, right? When someone like yourself, how much time you did?
I did 25 years straight, and I did two before that.
You did 25 years straight. Before you went into jail, you lived a life of crime, right?
Right,
You did 25 years straight. You came out. You no longer live a life of crime, right?
right, right.
So have anybody ever told you, or how would it sound if I told you, man, Mike, the only reason why you don't live a life of crime no more because you went to jail, man, because you got locked up. That's the only reason why you don't live a life. Won't you look at them like, are you stupid? So wait, I
Right.
gotta wait. In niggas' minds, I gotta do 25 years, 10 years, 25 years to make this decision. Like,
I think
when
you
is it?
smart. I think you smart, bro.
When is it
Personally,
okay though? I'm just saying, though, bro. When is it okay to say like when? And according to you, I'm not you, but these niggas out there in your mind, when is it okay to say it? Right?
it's never a wrong time. Like even they try to talk down about La Brim dropping his flag and going Christian after he committed all those crimes. I wish he would have did it earlier, but that was his calling at that time. At
That was
that
his
time, he
calling.
got his calling. You can't say when somebody get their calling, it's their time. You see what I'm saying? It's their time, it's their time. I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you did this because you started all these conversations in our community. You made it to the news. You got the homies talking about it. So really, you inspiring everybody. Really,
Yo, bro.
you pushing a narrative to Crips. I see Latin Kings. So you did a great job, bro. Hands down, you did a great job. But go
Thank you,
ahead, bro.
bro. I know, I appreciate that, bro, and thank you. And the reason why it's going this far, I don't know anybody beliefs because after going through what I went through, I had to really tap into myself because I was in a depression state. You know what I'm saying? And I really asked God, what's the next move? Like how and why? I didn't even understand. Because first of all, I'm telling everybody when I came out and led with, yo, I'm not coming at the homies. I'm saying, yo, look at what the government is doing to us. And if we
Right,
continue to stay in these games, they will keep cycling us through this process, this prison process, and catching us with these RICOs. They will keep putting them on us. I'm telling the world, look what they did to me. I am innocent. I didn't do this. Yo, bro,
right,
I don't know nobody in Savannah, Georgia, right? So I'm telling everybody I didn't do this and it happened to me. They put me in something I didn't do. And instead of niggas being like rallying for Hocus, yo, that's fucked up what they did to Hocus. Hocus was really out here doing positive shit. And that nigga was not indulging in no criminal activity. They threw me in a fucking conspiracy. Instead of niggas saying something like that, they want to say, "Oh, he only doing that." Yo, our people is fucked up and wrong. We don't never back up the people, especially black men. How much black men before me done told the world, yo, the government is conspiring against me, bro. They
We've been up here
conspire. I'm
talking that
telling
talk for
y'all they
years
are,
right
bro.
now. Right. I've
I'm
been up here talking that talk for years. Keep going though, bro.
Yo, bro, they conspire me right now. Hocus, y'all watching it happen to me. God, that's why my voice is spreading the way it is because God is letting it happen. Because yo, listen, y'all, listen to the kid. He's fucking right. God is trying to tell y'all. That's
Right.
why my voice is getting around. But anyway, bro, I've been doing this for niggas to even say that, right? The real answer to that is, yo, bro, I've been doing this for years though. I came home in 2012 after I beat trial on a conspiracy. This ain't new to Hocus. Act like this is some new shit. Now I'm like, oh, I want to leave the gang. No, nigga, I came home. Soon as I came home, I went into group homes. Soon as I came home, I went into schools. Gang prevention. Soon as I came home, what are y'all
Right.
talking about? The last 5 years, I've been in a rabbit hole liberating minds. I have not been gang banging. So this oh, I ain't got no, I ain't got accent, panhandling. Yo, this I have not been gang banging. So this come as a surprise to those who don't know. But the dudes like you and other dudes who've been watching me, seeing me, like we done
Right.
talked on platforms before on positive time, bro. Like, come
Right.
on, like, so if a nigga saying that, oh, yo, he only doing this guy, I don't even understand. Like, you know what? I don't even have to defend that. So what? Even if that was the reason why I did it. Yes, don't be like me, a 42-year-old man, kids. Kids, look at me. Don't be
Right.
42 years old, inactive, right? Not gang, but never denounce the gang, and then still get put in an indictment, right? The gang is haunting me. It haunts us.
Right.
Even as we left the gang, it haunts
Facts.
our life for years afterwards. Don't be like us. Drop it. So even if y'all want to say that, I'm still right. One thing they haven't said though, well, he wrong. Well, they never said that. They just want to say he's doing this because of this. Fuck why I'm doing it. Is it the right decision?
It's right. It's the right decision. But listen, you got to remember, a lot of dudes, they want to stay on that. They want to stay on that timing. They don't want to remove soldiers. Some people just feel like they don't want to remove soldiers. So what do you say? Because I seen the Latin King brother. I recently followed him to Moolah. I hear he's getting threats. I'm hearing what happens with people like that. How are we gonna deal with that? How? Because we as a community got to deal with that shit. How are we gonna deal with people dropping their flags? Because I didn't agree with the kid Loki Shmullah, but he had a point. If you dropping your flag and you're not around, and these kids in these communities, they gotta still deal with the gangs right there that's around them. How do they? How? What's the remedy for that?
You know, it's crazy, bro, because I thought the gangs was about community. And if the gangs was about community, just because a young brother dropped his flag, niggas want the community, right? Because the gangs is supposed to be the community. Y'all want to
Right.
do something to him because he dropped his flag? Y'all want to
Right.
threaten him because he dropped his flag? Wait a minute. And then say, so what do we do? What solutions do we have for the kids after they drop their flag? Th- that is the solution. To drop the flag. A 13-year-old kid, and it's funny how God just gave us the example. Last week, a 13-year-old kid in Queens, he thought he was blood. He was claiming sex, money, murder. And all of us know that he's too young to be sex, money, murder. He's 13. So whoever told him that, or I don't think nobody told him that. He probably it's just impressionable what he see, right?
Right.
He got he disrespecting the other gang. 16-year-old shot him in the head, killed him. So that kid, right? Y'all keep telling what's the solution to the game? That kid had a mother, a father. That kid, he had parents. He had a nice home. He had good clothing when you see him in clothes. He had his hair braided nicely. He had food at home. Like, go listen to the parents talk about him. They talk about him being a. These kids got send their ass home. What do you mean? What's the solution? How send their ass home? Now for dudes like Trust getting threats, I don't know what the brother, in his situation, what he got going on. I got some empty threats that I'm not paying attention to. We grown men. Like, so at the end of the day, I never even came out and told nobody that because I don't care. Like because ain't nobody threatening me that's like somebody that in my face or somebody that I know. It's all trolling shit. You know what I'm
But
saying?
not. But see. But you respected like like you're respected. So if a kid does do that and he needs that support, where does he get his support when the hood start going against him? What support would he get if he like, yo, nah, we don't want you to drop your flag? What happens now? Because I've seen a lot of dudes make that is a valid point because some people's like, yo, we ain't jacking that. Go do this, or you can't leave. You this for life. What do you got to say about that? Because that can affect kids and that can affect the lives of these kids. So
Well,
what?
I would say this much, right? I don't. So what a lot of people don't know because I've really been quiet. Um, this thing is only not even niggas ain't even give me a month. This ain't even 30 days in, right?
Right.
This ain't even 30 days in. But that's good. It's still being talked about.
But
That's a good thing. But
you moving the conversation. You moving the culture right now, bro.
yeah, no, but let me say this though. I'm talking with I'm gonna just put it this way. I'm talking with politicians, mayor's office, judicial bureaucracies. I'm talking to a whole bunch of people, right? Who love what I'm doing and and want to help with the solutions on when they want to leave the gang. Have something there for them to do. And it's so I'm just saying, niggas ain't give me 30 days. Good question. I love it. I love it. I told Storch, shout out to my bro Storch, hold me to the fire. I promise you I'm gonna go get the solutions for it. But what I was just saying a little while ago was just like that is still the solution. And then the gang, there is people that is like that. Nah, I don't give a fuck. You ain't leaving the gang. That shit is stupid. The gang need to jump that nigga. That's the idiot. That's the problem. That's the poison. That nigga. That's the message I want to push,
I'm gonna
bro.
give you. I'm gonna give you some help with that because I seen you was asking. You was like you didn't know everything. Everything was just happening, and you wanted ideas.
Of course, I'm asking everybody. We
The
gotta do this
idea is
together.
this. Look, when the kids drop their flags and they need support, all you got to do is connect them to the community organizations that are already active in these communities. Save Our Streets, King of Kings, Life Camp, CCA. You got Moshe in them in there. They're not gonna let. And I'm not saying
No, you're right. You right in what you're saying, bro. I love what you're saying. Yeah, that we do have organizations like Stand Up Violence too, like Guns Down Life Up. Like it's a lot of organizations that is already there, and best believe Hocus is also working and with some people to create more opportunity. Trust and believe I am, bro. I'm not just putting this out there and then that's it. Like so, if it seems like I've been quiet. That's what I've been doing all day, every day. I'm on my phone all day, talking to very important people, y'all that want to help us.
I think
That
that'd
is
be the
going to
best
help us.
way though, because I know these dudes for a fact is putting their life on the line to save people. I know for a fact these organizations is putting their life on the line to stop violence and to save kids in New York. I know these guys, Jock, Nacy, Robo, Moshe, Mel Cross. That's three different boroughs. That's Brooklyn, Bronx, and Queens. I know for a fact they will protect kids. They are going to protect the people.
And that's a fact, bro. And like I said, and you just said it too. I need everybody help. All of us, bro. All right, I'll lead the way. I don't mind. I'll put myself out there. I'm the sacrificial lamb. I get it, cool. But I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like the architect. You know what I mean? I'm the architect. I put it together. Like I can't build the house by myself, though. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, right.
do people need to understand that the architect don't build the house. He don't actually go out there and pick up the bricks and control the
Man,
cranes and
dude,
everything.
man, dude. This is what we was built for. We was built for this time. All that work we put on, all that stuff we did, built us mentally and to have the passion to stand up for our people. So we got that. The dudes out there in the streets, they got that. They've been doing that in the worst conditions against the most racist people in New York. You see what I'm saying? In the belly of the beast. So them dudes right there, they're gonna support them kids. I think now once you start that movement, they want to drop their flags. I think you could have them send them to these organizations and have these organizations, help direct their lives and where to go from there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because they already have the structure, they already have the foundation there to change these kids' lives, to get them to do the right things, to put them in the right programs, to do all these things. The structure's already there in our communities. All we got to do is use it. The people, the boots are already on the ground. Mel Cross was just in here talking to find out what was going on.
Yo, so yeah, I agree with that. That is definitely a great solution. I think that the names you mentioned and a lot of other brothers who's helped pushing this, whether it's even online or on a ground level, we all need to get on the phone and get on the same page. I don't care if niggas had disagreements online before. This is more important than any.
Right, right, right. You doing a great job though, bro. I can't front. You did a great job. Just you opening that up and it didn't go viral like this for no reason. That means it's a need. Just like Blood went viral, just like the Black Panthers went viral, and everybody joined on to all those different movements. You got a lot of people supporting you, the news, the community, the homies, the big homies. You got a lot of dudes. They ain't dropping their flag, but they still supporting you. So that shows that what you doing is needed for this time right now. You know what I'm saying? We needed this different direction, and this is only helping out what was already a need that was already there. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right, bro. I'm I feel blessed and happy that I'm. One thing that people don't know, bro, like it's a little personal, but I don't mind giving it. Is that, bro? I was just like I was moving. I was going. I was just going, bro. I had all my things packed in my car. I booked the Airbnb to go see my kids, right, for the weekend. And then the feds, it got me out of the Airbnb, bro. They surrounded the shit. Like I was going to a whole nother state. I was about to go. I was about to go, I so to speak, start a new life somewhere. Just I wasn't on, I was off the internet for the whole year up until May. Up until I was just like, I'm about to go start new. But God said, nah, where you going? You got something to do. Like so, everybody else is not looking at it like I'm looking at it. This is my life, right? So I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, all right, they put this shit on me. They did me dirty, but I can also look at it like God said, where you going? You got something to do. So I'm like, damn, God, what the hell? What is it that I got to do? All right, fuck it. Not only do I have to drop it, I gotta help lead my people out. So I don't know what y'all believe in out there. I don't care if y'all look at it from that aspect. That's what happened. This is my life. That's my thoughts and how it all played out. And I'm giving it to y'all. This is God's work, not really mine. Not just saying that because that shit sound cool. This is exactly what I told you happened. Is how it happened. I had a conversation with God, and that's what I was told to do, bro. So
You doing good. You doing great work out here, bro. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I see it. A lot of the people see it. Just keep going. Start an organization. Trademark the name.
yeah, I got my organization. I'm still
But
look.
no, with this, everything, let me tell you something.
Yeah,
Sometimes we get new things that's bigger than everything that we did. And this is bigger than, and this is a lot bigger, bro. Trademark the name.
what to
Trademark it
drop my flag?
ASAP. Trademark it. Trademark it. And then it's nothing for us. We all build programs. We all make programs. So it's nothing for you to turn into a program, and then we can use the structure that's already in the communities, bro. The structure's already there. From city to city. Every city in New York has a structure to send these youth into. Um, gloves up, guns down. You got all kind of organizations for this. What is it? Should have never used guns. They all over New York already. So you can just run them through these organizations that's already doing the work. You see what I'm saying? And you just another apparatus that's needed in the community. We need gang. You a gang specialist, bro. Um, the big homie of all homies, so be he a gang specialist. You get these guys on your board, you get these guys to connect, and you connect it to the community organization that's already there, and this would be the outlet and the pipeline for these kids to get out the streets, bro. You heard? They're gonna support that. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna support that, and it's already a structure there in CCA, in King of Kings, in Life Camp. The structure's already there in the city. They already being
Right.
federally funded. They already being federally funded to do the work that you're doing right now. So it was nothing for you to get in where you fit in and to help everybody. You know what I'm saying? So this is needed right
Right.
now, bro. This is needed, bro. And a lot of kids, a lot more kids probably want to drop their flag, fall back, and get out of the gang banging, but they don't know how to do it. They scared because they know the backlash. They might have seen somebody get cut. They might have seen somebody get killed. They might have seen somebody get stomped out because they try to lead a gang and they didn't want to let them lead a gang. You see what I'm saying? So when you come with the support from the beginning, everything could be, confidential. And then when they do it, they got the support of the community to go talk to their big homies, to go talk to whatever was going on in the hood. Because we basically know everybody and know somebody that can get to these people. You see what I'm saying? That shit is light
That
work.
part.
You did the rough, you did the hard part already. You branded it, you put it out there, and you branded it in the world right now. That was the hard part. The branding is done. The easy part now is just to connect your to brand your business and to connect it where people could get paid to do the work that needs to be done. Ain't nothing wrong with that, getting paid to do the work that
Of
needs to be
course, it
done.
got to, right? I mean, shit. How else we gonna do the work? I can't put time. My time is money. I can't put all my time into that if I'm out here working. So yeah, you know what I mean. That's
But you
definitely
got
where
it already. Trademark the
yeah,
name though. Trademark that.
yeah. I
Exactly
am going
what
to.
you went up
Yeah,
there
I
to
am going to
challenge,
trademark that.
you got to trade them ASAP. Do that ASAP. Do that ASAP.
I got you. I
Real
got
talk. Do
you.
that ASAP, bro. But anything
Nah.
last you want to say? Got bad vibes that want to come up here. A few other brothers want to
Yeah,
come up
yeah,
here.
yeah. Shout out to Bad Vibes. I just want to shout out Bad Vibes. I want to shout out Mandu. Um, At the end of the day, people are hitting me up like, "Yo, why you got man doing bad vibes and all the big homies?" I said, "I ain't got nobody doing nothing. That's that man. That's their response to that man response to my drop my flag challenge. I'm supporting them because they're supporting me. I don't give a fuck. He should have said something more positive. That's how I feel, and
Right.
and and they are supporting it. So I'm going with my support. Like if all these years I did a whole lot of shit and never got no support from music to whatever it was, the rabbit, whatever. I got support now, and who the fuck is he? Where I gotta be like, nah, you should tell a homie not to do that. Fuck that. He should have said something more positive. I, salute to the homies for having my back and supporting the movement. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You're right.
Word, bro.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to see, a positive movement, the positive work that you're doing be overshadowed or
Me,
brothers
yeah,
go down.
that part. Right.
Brothers go down because they beefing amongst each other over something that's positive. Like, what is y'all talk? Like, what's going on? We can't.
A conversation need to be had. We definitely don't need the energy to be violent. A conversation need to be had. And you're right. I don't want that to overcrowd the positive message. That was the thing. That's why I never responded back to Wack and Adam 22 because I didn't want them to overshadow the positive message. So like, yo, you see me and Styles, nah, we ain't, you know what I'm saying? So
Right,
I
right.
think kind of like over here, it's kind of like,
Salute
all
to
right,
Styles. Salute to Styles too. Gotta salute
shout to my
Styles
brother
P.
Styles P. Love Styles P, man.
World, salute to
So
the
it's kind of
bro.
like right here too with Mandu and Bad Vibes, everything. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like at some point, you know what I mean? Let's try to figure it out, like behind the scenes if we could, because I don't want that to overshadow. But it was necessary. He needed that. Sometimes any one of our brothers, we don't care who it is. Sometimes niggas need a spanking. Sometimes I need a spanking. Like at the end of the day, that goes for any one of us. He not above that. Fuck this commercial blood shit. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? This is real shit. When we trying to really change real lives, bro.
Right,
Fuck that. You know what I mean? And fuck that industry shit. We dealing with real human beings now, bro. And
right.
he deserved that energy for his response. Don't be mad at me, but salute, bro. Thanks for having me. I'm gonna let the bros come on. I'm gonna still be listening. You heard?
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you for tapping in with your wisdom, bro. Appreciate the work you doing out here. Keep doing it, bro. Don't stop, man.
All
R.I.P. the
right, bro.
jungle.
Thank you, bro.
R.I.P. the
Yeah,
jungle.
hell yeah.
Hocus 4/5, man. Drop your flag challenge, man. He moving. He moving the needle. You heard? He moving the needle out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Um, Bad Vibes, hit the link. Yo, Bad Vibes, hit the link. Come up. Yo, RIP to SI. Yo, listen, man. Salute to all the real street soldiers, all the real elders out here that want to do right for the community, that's trying to really work for these kids, that's trying to save lives. I talk to dudes out there in Queens now where they like getting in the middle of shit, like really putting their life on the line to save kids. I know this is a fact. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Jock, salute to Nacy, salute to Robo. Salute to all of Mel Cross, Moshe. Salute to all the guys out there, Pee Wee, AZ. Salute to all the guys out here that came from the pen, that was in jail and prison with me, teaching me the way, helping me, change my life. And they out here doing the right thing, working for the people, working for the community, working for these kids in a real way, not no internet play stuff. Really out there on the front line, stopping, things from happening. You know what I'm saying? Word. Salute to them brothers. You know what I mean? Yo, Tiny Let Loose, what's up? Yo, Fat Cat, what up? Salute to everybody pulling up, man. Yo, Iced Out. Yo, Scott Swizzy, appreciate you for setting up the super chat, man. You heard? Great live, Mikey B. People starting to see you. And brother Mo, she worked free. You already know. Appreciate you, bro. Yo, words, shut them down radio. I see a lot of people pulling up, man. But yeah, Hocus 4/5, man. He let the rabbit hole, he let the rabbit out the bag. He let the rabbit out the bag with this one. This was a great. You don't see that shit coming. You don't see great movements coming, but when they come and they hit, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And we got to just get in line and support that. You know what I mean? If you really care about the community, if you really for the people, yo, where BV went? What else, Smitty? Where BV at?
I don't know. I just sent the link to his Facebook. He should have got that. Yo, salute to the brother Hocus 4/5, man.
Yo, salute to bro, man. Talk your talk, bro.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna front, man. I respect him. You know what I'm saying? I respect what he doing, how he doing it. You know what I mean? A lot of people said that the brother basically dropped his flag because he got into that Rico. But truthfully, I haven't seen Hocus for a Fifth on that timing since he been on um on the internet. Ever since he been on the internet, he's been on some positive time.
Facts.
Um, he always try to, like put the guns down, gloves up. I see him do boxing events. Um, I see him going out his way for the children. So, you know what I mean? Like, I stand behind him, man. I really stand behind him. And one thing he made, you know, uh, clear and very important is that we're dealing with human beings.
Right, right,
You understand what I'm saying? We're dealing with people's lives right now. I don't think people is really getting that. You understand what I'm saying? We're dealing with people's lives, man. You understand what I'm saying? Them gangs got these young babies' lives in their hands, man. You understand? Come on, man. We gotta be real, man. We gotta be real about ourselves, man. Ain't nothing good going on in them gangs in them streets. Nothing but negativity, violence, death, and our babies going to jail. I just seen something on passing in Brooklyn in a club, right? A young kid and OGs that's still in the gangs. Dudes like 40 still in the gangs beefing with dudes that's in their 20s. Y'all not even in each other. Excuse me. Y'all not even in each other generation.
right,
You feel what I'm saying?
right.
You got this dude by 20 years and you beefing with him? Come on, man.
It's nasty out here, you
It's nasty.
It is
Nasty
na-
work.
it is nasty out here. I ain't gonna lie, that is nasty. To be beefing with 20-year-olds, you got kids and you doing that stuff. That is nasty. I ain't gonna front.
Come on, man. Like, let's stop it, man. I really, really salute Hocus for a Fifth. I think this was a spark. This was a spark of something new. Because dudes are starting to see that this shit is lamed out. Ain't nobody get name a successful blood in New York. And don't say Jim Jones. Give me one successful blood in New York that done built some, that got some property, got some jobs for the homies right now, that's up and running right now. Give me one blood that came out of jail, you understand, and came back to help his community.
I'm gonna say Shaquille though. Shaquille did good. He got his
I'm
own stuff.
not,
He got his own money.
all right, Quell.
He
I'm not talking about the
inactive. He
brothers that's
inactive
doing
though.
things,
He inactive though. But
but
you
we could
talking about
count on
somebody
our
that's active.
hands. We
You
could
talking about
count on
somebody.
our hands how many people was out there doing it, bro. Come on. We could count on our hands, bro. I'm saying a
I
lot
mean,
of brothers,
inactive homies or homies with big names like Pee Wee and them. Pee Wee and all of them doing it, but they all retired. I
they
don't
all
know. How,
retired. They
Trice
all
Gangster,
retired.
Mel
Blood is for
Cross.
what? Blood is called when you scream out blood, it's brotherly love, overrides oppression and destruction. Right? Right?
I say AZ.
It's nothing about no brotherly love happening. The oppression that we fighting is against each other.
CK. They said.
CK, a lot of brothers is doing it. I'm not disputing them brothers. You know what I'm saying? Them brothers ain't active. They don't got a million dudes behind them telling them, calling shots, telling them what to do.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. This was a good live, man. You know what I'm saying?
This was a great live, bro. This was
Nah,
a
this is a
great
great
live.
live, bro. This is a great live, bro. Um, am I surprised that Jimmy went low instead of going high? Nah, I ain't surprised. You know what I'm saying? He gonna match. He been matching energy on the internet, so I don't see why. anybody figured anything different would happen from Jim Jones as far as matching energy. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Iced out dot. I understand.
I know one thing. Hocus for fifth got to be like. I wanted to ask him, how does he feel now that he dropped his flag or left the gang alone? Do he feel like a lot of weight is off his shoulders? You understand? Because being a big homie and being a leader of a gang, you got to understand. You got all these people lives in your hand.
Right.
The calls you make, come on, bro.
Right.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk
I
about it, man.
pinned Bad Vibes and Mandu channel. They got a new channel. I'm about to pin it up for y'all right there. You see it, Bad Vibes and Mandu Warrior. They got a new channel. Make sure y'all go subscribe to their new channel too.
This was a great one right here, man.
Oh, this is good, bro.
Great show
I
right
thought
here,
Bad
man.
Vibes, yeah, yo, BV, I thought you was pulling back up.
Where he at?
Yo, BV, where you at? Pull back up. Pull up, BV. You gonna pull up?
I sent him I sent it in his Facebook. Sent it to him on Facebook.
I sent it to him directly. He was up there, then he went down.
What the hell is that in front of me? You see something in front of me?
Smoke. You
Yo, bro, I'm
smoking?
not smoking.
Oh, that's your camera being mad. It's God, the angels.
That's some angels right there behind me or something,
That's
bro.
the angels. I see that.
Yeah, I'm blessed, y'all.
That's the
That's when you
angels.
talking. That's when you talking that realness, you heard? That's when we talking that positivity, man. You know what I mean? The angels start coming up high.
Yo, they said, what did Jomo say to the OG? Oh, here we go. This is what Jomo said right here, y'all. He wilded out.
Jomo
Who is
wild out.
who is this ninja?
Gino
Who
Chris.
OG this is? LOL. This ninja dealing with a lot of trauma. I know his throat hurt from all this SMD he doing. LOL.
Yeah.
Jimmy's wilding.
Yo, that's he's a real
Yo,
taboo with that.
yo,
He go,
it's in your comments on Bad Vibes. Just hit it. Bad Vibes gonna come up. Go down real quick. Bad Vibes gonna pull up.
all right, say that. Tell him it's in his Facebook. Go to his Facebook.
It's in your Facebook and it's in your what you call it. It's a thumbs up. It's in the
I'll be back after Bad Vibes pull up.
yo BV. You got it. BV, you got it. BV, you got it. Nah, bro. I ain't gonna try to push. I don't want to see nothing between them brothers, man. I'm gonna see these brothers, be successful, be good. Yo, you see, yo, Monster Mo, sweating bullets out here. Hit the AC, baby. Hit the AC, baby. Nah, this is a good show right here. This is a good one. I ain't gonna front. Yo, I'll be seeing dudes in the comments. All they worried about is that check. Dudes ain't got get no money. All they worried about is that check, right? In the comments, they don't care about nothing else no more. Who official, who real, whoever getting that money, that's who running it, right? Y'all tripping in the comments. Jim Mexican. Jim is Jim. I don't know. Wait for BV. He got the link. Let me share it with him again. Hold on. Let me share. Let me send him the link. Let me send him the link again. Yeah, shout out to What's the Numbers TV. I be watching What's the Numbers TV. They be doing good work over there too. I be messing with What's the Numbers TV. I be pulling up on them. The 264th link. He's out of links. Now this is definitely a good one right here, man. Salute to Hocus for a Fifth for pulling up and letting it be known. You know what I'm saying? Good shout out to him. Shout out for BV pulling up. You know what I mean? Mel Cross is in here. Salute to Mel Cross. Moshe, I hope that you know everything. Yo, son, yo, what up? Yo, peace, you already know. You know, even dudes that's not discussing this on the internet, I hope dudes go behind the scene and holler at these brothers and try to, tamp down this rhetoric on the internet, bro. Um, we don't need, we don't need more drama in New York. We don't need more, you know, brothers going at each other that's strong pieces. Regardless of how you feel about Jim Jones, Jim Jones is a strong piece in New York. You know what I'm saying? Oh, here we go. BV's back. Yo, what up, bro?
Yeah, it was good though, bro.
Yeah, man. Hocus is up here. You heard what he had to say about that with Jim Jones and everything. What you think about?
Yeah, I was tuned into that whole spill and bill right there, you heard?
Right.
Yeah, I was tuned into that right there, bro.
Yeah, he appreciated y'all for supporting him. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we
Like,
supposed to do though, man. Yeah, I
you
dropped
supposed
like
to.
3 shorts on you while you was up there with Hogan's. I dropped 3 shorts on, right? Really try to put something on the page, you heard?
Right,
That
right.
we
I
got
went up
up
there
and coming.
earlier. I ain't seen nothing. Yo, make
Yeah,
sure
yeah,
y'all go
no, no. I ain't do
subscribe.
none of that. I sent it before I did anything. You know, I'm working out that end of it and all that. 'Cause we need our own little base to speak when we need to speak from. You know, shout out to China, Harlem, and all them that be coming there. But we know what I'm talking about.
But you know what you gotta do though? You
Yeah.
gotta put up that piece that Mandu did too. You gotta put that up there first too.
Well,
Yo, I just
yeah,
pinned
it's
the
a lot of
message.
things. It's a lot of things we can put up there. It's a lot of information. That's what I'm saying. Appreciate everybody for subbing in, sub up, and all that. It's a whole lot of things that we are gonna talk about over there, and a whole lot of people. You know, like other
Yeah,
than just Jim. You know, but yeah, I want to see the subs come up and all that. But that's definitely where we gonna be at over there, as far as getting it live and direct. Yeah.
right.
But I
Um,
wanted to chime in what you said too. Yo, Mikey, what we supposed to tell him? I get it to drop. Your flag do sound kind of like, okay, you're tapping out, you weak, you couldn't take it or whatever. But like I did in the short, I'm saying it's over on the channel. What else you supposed to tell him, Mikey? Cause you all over it. Like, okay, it's good, but it's not. Jim is Jim is toxic, bro. Like seriously, man. That shit ain't never did nothing for us. And look who telling you that, yeah?
right.
And they
That's
ever do
facts.
nothing for us, neither did Jim. So who is he to try to claim something that we built? How you gonna try to act like he put one stone inside the shitty house that we created today, yeah?
Right.
It's not. It shouldn't be looked at like yo. It's wrong to say drop it. You heard? I've been trying to open up my mind too a little bit more to what people saying like drop it. How about that term is offensive, but that's what need to be done, bro. We can't hold on to that and succeed, bro. Not
Right.
out here.
Right.
Not out here. You can't keep that and succeed and do what you need to do, son. It's already terminated, bro.
That's true. You're right about that.
But and I'm saying like from you to be playing all over it like you did, I was sitting there like your Mikey. I'm thinking I've been looking for the bottom, seeing if you're drinking or something like nah, that's not it, son.
Nah,
Especially today.
I understand.
Especially
No, I
today.
understand. I understand what you're saying, but up here is a level of, you know, entertainment. Just saying, not just to belittle the situation because I started out with what I want to see. I don't want to see brothers going at it. You know what I'm saying? But anything
No,
other
that's
than
not.
that,
Oh yeah, yeah. That's another thing I want to speak to. I'm glad you said that. Your son, yo, with age, which we trying to tell Jomo too, right? With age, it demands a different way of living. You heard?
right,
I'm saying that to say this, right? And this ain't no for no views, clicks of views, or super chats, none. This is just straight, authentic, and real, bro. You heard? Yo, it ain't gonna get to that level, bro. You know, it's not gonna go to that level as far as if once I hit New York City, I'm in Brooklyn, I'm in Harlem, I'm mob, and I'm worried about Jim and what Jim could do. I'm not worried about none of that, bro. You heard? The key and the message of what I'm saying here is this, right? Because I'm still me, you heard? Believe that.
right,
Old or not, I'm still me, you heard? The thing is this, right? Yo, he just need to open his ears, you heard? That's all. Ain't nobody, not your pockets. You don't give a fuck about your pockets, Jomo, you heard? Just
right,
open his ears, bro. What we trying to tell you, bro? And who better than us to tell him? Yeah.
right,
Nobody how he treats society or how he separates society and the youth and the bee and the life. Nobody else could speak to him but us that started it, bro. Yeah.
right,
People in play. Yeah.
right,
So this ain't really nothing too. This ain't really big like you think. Okay, if that's the case, y'all read about Jim on the newspaper or something. That's facts. Cause he's real easy to get next to. Yeah. And this is facts, you heard? Even with what he worth for what he got in his pocket or the leg, he still can get reached to. He still can get touched, you heard? It ain't about that. But my point is this, son. It's like, man, yo, you gotta wake up, bro. You gotta leave this alone, son. Cause he definitely can't carry our legacy how he's trying to present it, you heard? If it makes sense, think about it, you heard? He can't do that, son.
right. I
He just
mean,
being comical right now. We was waiting for him to say something, you heard? He just being comical right now. He throwing Franks. Now he on some snowbilly shit. He playing with no, everybody know that's how Mandu talk. That's just his monotone. That's what make man do. Well, I can hear Mandu anywhere. I know that's Mandu. You heard?
right,
That's
right,
generally his
right.
voice. You know that. I know that. People in the chat that know him know that. That
30
wasn't
years I've
funny.
been hearing that same voice, the
That's
same way he
that's how he
talk.
talk. You heard?
30
He
years I've
do
been
he do
hearing that. 30
animated
years.
cartoon voices. He do all this other shit. He out there sitting in school reading children books to children, and they listen because of his voice. Yeah, that's
Right,
what we are right now. Yeah.
right.
But yeah, I definitely sub up. We gonna be over there. We got a whole lot to talk about. Yeah. We got a whole
Yes.
lot of educating to do. We got a whole lot of showing people. Just showing the steps of society, even the steps of success. Yeah, and growing
Um,
up.
before you go, I want to ask you something important that I asked Hocus too, right? Even with like I told Hocus, like with these kids dropping their flags in certain areas in different gangs, it's mostly predominantly bloods that we up here talking about or former bloods that we talking about. But you got Crips, you got Latin Kings, you got folks, you got all kind of people that's, you know, following this movement and dropping their flags. How safe can that be for them? Because everybody ain't gonna go for that. You got young kids leading young kids. Everybody's not an OG. Not everybody's not 40 or 50 or 30. Some kids is 13 and they big homie might be 17. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's a lot going on in these streets that, is not being controlled by no elders or anybody or OGs. How do
I
they
know, I know, I know the
how do they
point you're
deal with
getting at.
that?
I know the point you're getting at, and I hear clearly what you're saying. Yeah, it's a good effort. It's a good reach to do it. You want to know why? Because they already fighting each other. You got 13-year-olds killing 16-year-olds or whatever. How you flip and bounce the age. The young killing the young, right? Just
Right.
like we was doing, just
Right.
like us, right? So that's why we could talk to it. You heard? Jim can't talk to what we talking to, or even talk about what we talking about. You heard?
Right.
Capitalism. We all know what money is when we see money and all. That's not even a topic. You heard? But the thing is, they already killing each other, Mikey B. They still going at each other. You still got Max and Hounds and Blazers and this one and Aches and it's still a whole bunch of disarray right here. So it's not like they so bonded together. Whereas we could send a message through to them and say, you know what, leave it alone, bro. Son, the founders just like let me make it more clearer. Just like the founders of this country we in right now, bro. There's nothing you can do to try to eradicate what the founding fathers, you heard, of this country done keeping stone in this grave on this earth. You heard? You can't do that, you heard?
Right.
My point is this, right? We need to have said that, yeah, and it take a lot of courage. It don't put no
It
chinks in our
does. It
armor
does.
though.
It does. That's
It
true.
take a
That's
lot of
true.
courage to do that, son. We could utilize them for the negative. You make patches of homies go do some dumb shit here. We build patches up here in New York, down south here, out west, make them have to do dumb shit. Yeah, all we doing is losing people, and we
Right.
also killing the youth, bro.
Right.
I don't want to
Facts.
see them go through what I want to go through, what I went through. I went to prison at 21. I came home at 44. Yeah, it's a lesson in itself. Yeah, I'm telling them right, bro. I owe them this. I don't owe them no big B's and C's. I owe them this right here, bro. Yeah,
Right. Facts.
and this is heartfelt. This ain't no for no clicks and views or nothing. Yeah, because I'm
Right.
with Taylor Made with a King too when I'm in the streets. Yeah, when I'm up there in New York with China. Shout out to Taylor Made for a King, and we doing what we doing out there in Brooklyn and all over, bro. Yeah, and
Right.
it's got the attention of the city. City Hall, Brooklyn District Attorney Office. They know what we doing, bro. Yeah?
Right.
Why?
Right.
It's something different because it's now Bad Bobs, Mandu, so forth and so on. Nah, this is the wave right now, bro. Yeah?
Right. You're right about that. You
And
ain't
this
saying
shit is,
nothing wrong
yo,
about that.
this shit is passionate and it's coming off like it's coming off, and the people is connecting and resonating. Yo, my phone been ringing for 2 days straight. Every from all, yo, can you imagine? You
I
know,
know it has. I know it
yo, my
has. You
man,
heard?
yo, son. Yo, and I ain't get no negative feedback. Even people that done subbed up with me, yo, I had so many subs on IG, it's been crazy. 300, 400 subs, they still coming in. People all over the country just want to speak to or hear me, yeah. Son, I'm not gonna taint my message, yeah. And
Right.
also, I'm not gonna lay down my legacy just for a bag, yeah.
Right.
Went through too much, bro.
Right.
I went through entirely too much, just independently, yeah.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think y'all doing great work out here, man. I'm
You gotta
glad. I'm
realize
glad to
something.
hear
We
y'all
ain't been out
voice.
here, Mikey.
I,
This is the truth inside the story too, son. 20 years ago, we wasn't here, son. We got an opportunity to get out. We out here now. The people know who we are. The homies know who we are. I could go anywhere. The homie gonna know who Bad Bobs is. That's not all the message I want to leave with them, bro. Yeah,
right.
you know.
Right. Now you doing your thing, bro. You and man do all the brothers that's out here doing their thing. Y'all doing the right thing. I can't front. I just don't want to see things spiral out into another way. You like you said, you not.
Nah, it
It's
ain't, it
not gonna
ain't, it
go
ain't that
there.
shit. That's serious. I wouldn't have said nothing on no goddamn social media engine. And shit, I feel shit gonna go that way. It ain't even like that, yeah. It
Right.
for the record, no, like even Jim would know that. It ain't even to that point. Man, do want the fade. I'm gonna be right there, yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna make sure he do want the fade though. So we gonna push the narrative, yeah.
But he ain't doing the fade. Homie don't want to
Why
fight.
not?
I mean, no. Man, do will do the fade. I'm talking about Jim don't want to fight though. He ain't gonna fight man do. I don't see
Oh,
that
boy.
happening.
Yeah, shout out to man. I was on the phone with him too and shit
Yeah,
early and
salute
all
to
that.
man
We
do,
we
man. Salute to
seen
man
we
do.
got Jomo. We seen Jomo little reply in the comment section. You hear me? So I'm like, yo, all right. Yeah. Did a little short, but everything is on the far as what went on today. It's definitely on our channel. Y'all could just sum up. Appreciate y'all, and y'all definitely be highly entertained. Yeah.
Yo, I got it pinned right there. Bad vibes and man do warrior. That's the channel right there. Make sure y'all go sub up to their channel. Sub
That's
up real
bad.
quick. Are we on live real quick? Sub up because they got a lot of information over there. They got a lot of stuff they about
Yeah.
to do. They just started the
And we
channel.
ain't just gonna talk about Jomo, man. You heard? We gonna feed the people, man.
Yeah, bro. But I ain't gonna lie. Certain things is about time. Um, a lot of things should
I'd
have
have
been done
called
a lot
Quell back
earlier.
too. Quell
A
called
lot
me
of things
too.
should have been done a lot earlier, and this would be a lot easier.
It's never
But
too late. It's
nah,
never
you right.
too late. Like you
You right.
said, shout out to Hogan's 4/5, man. That's the bro. You hear me? Definitely shout out to him, bro. If he didn't take the courage to do what he do and all that, and it clicked and all that, we wouldn't be right we here. Like you said, yeah, we wouldn't be right here where we at right now. Yeah, look
Yeah.
where it's at now. Look
No,
where it
y'all
came from there to there now. And like you said, what about the Latin Kings and the Crips and all that, son? On the drop the flag, we seen that it ain't just a red one there, Mikey. Yeah.
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a
Right.
yellow one, it's a blue one, it's all of that, son. We'll all be prosper a little bit better out here and live a little bit more safely and intelligently if we just leave that shit alone, son.
Right.
It don't take much for anybody with a half a brain to see that that's not it. That's not working, son.
Right.
If you want to assemble, we could assemble on a different level. We ain't got to be blood.
That's true.
No, we,
That's
we ain't
true.
got to be running around doing shit because okay, we bloods and the culture tend to sway it towards that way, you heard? We ain't got to
Right.
do that, son.
Right.
We could do something else, man. We black men. We know how to organize, you heard? Let's
Facts.
do it.
That's facts.
Let's
I mean,
do it, man. We ain't
y'all
got to
doing a good
carry nothing
job
dirty
already.
with us.
Y'all doing a good job already. You know what I'm saying? Y'all doing a good job already though. Just gotta continue. Things are hard to it's always hard to maintain. Just gotta maintain it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course we can. Look where it's at, man. Of course we gonna maintain it, son. It's an everyday step, man. I get it. It ain't easy for some, especially out there. They in the muck of it. They in the thick of it. They in the trenches. They doing it. They getting it how they live and living how they getting it. Hey, nigga, I get it, you heard? But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, in the start of the morning, son, that ain't it. Yeah, that ain't gonna get you far, bro. And you got a good example right here. Yeah?
Right.
One of the examples. Yeah?
No,
You
I
one
mean,
too. You one too. You ain't on the side of this. You ain't in no your ass ain't in no motherfucking bleachers and no rafters and all that. You sitting there with them little darkies and shit on, Mikey. You too was part of the problem.
right? Facts. You ain't telling no lies, bro.
Man.
I'm very proud of my life from where I came from to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? God work, He working through us. You know what I'm saying? He working with us. He working through us, bro. So I'm proud of where I came from and all the things I've been through. Me and Smitty was just talking about. He was talking about how blood is not good, like the gangs is not good for nobody. But
Right.
I told him I would have never learned
Like
about
a
my
piece of
people
fruit,
the
man.
way I
Like a
did.
piece of fruit when it's ripe and all that. Like we was popping when it was ripe. It was some order. It was some discipline. It was some education. We wasn't pushing just razors and drugs in nobody's hands. We pushing education. We forced dudes to exercise and work out, take care of your body, not to be on the gate sounding like a fool or in prison sounding like you belong there. You heard?
And
Yo,
that's what
it
I
was
be telling.
good
That's what I
like a
was
piece of
saying
ripe
yesterday. I was
fruit.
like,
Like a
I
piece
agree
of
with
ripe fruit. It was good. Then it just dried out, son. You heard? It's
I agree
over
with
for
him.
that shit, bro.
He's right. I agree with him that gangs all together. I said, but when I was there, that's where I got my education at. That's where I learned to love my peoples. That's where I learned my history. The homie gave me books for me to be the man that I am
Everything, son.
today.
Yeah.
For me to be the man I am today, it came from the tutelage and the teachers of the homies, the rosters, you know what I'm saying, the guards, the
The
Muslims, the
lions, the black
OGs,
lions. They don't
the
remember the black
lions, you know
lions.
what I'm
The
saying? The
Nubians.
neutral,
And Nubians.
the Nubians, the neutral
Yeah,
Brooklyn
come
dudes,
on,
the
bro.
neutral
Them
Queens
dudes
dudes,
is
the elders. That's who
thinking and
taught.
moving in
I wouldn't
stride,
be who
son.
I am today without that. I'm just being honest, without that tutelage. But I understand where he was coming from, and I agree with him. But without that tutelage, I wouldn't be who I am today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we learn a lot about our own history, world history, political history. Yo, we that was part of being blood. You heard? If we want to get technical, not in the studio dancing around and sitting there screaming a bunch of lyrics that sound good, so you can please that white man in that office over there get that check. You heard?
Facts.
Jomo, you heard? That wasn't it, son. We get it, like you said. Yo, I made millions off of the gang culture, bro. You heard?
Right.
Guess what? We lost a lot along the way. While he was counting in the bank, we was planning funerals. You heard?
Right.
While Jim Jones touring overseas with his little jeans and all that shit on, niggas is up in a pen walking around them cold ass yards with a little ass jacket. You heard? So let's be real here. What are we really talking about, bro?
Right. You right about that, bro.
It ain't no industry versus industry, so I'm not in no streets, bro. You heard?
Right.
I'm not out on the corner like Jomo is, you heard? 2, 3 in the morning with a bunch of motherfuckers around me for what? You heard? With a bunch of cameras and lights and all that. Nigga, that's just so immature, bro. You don't just look like you have nothing to do, son. You heard?
Right.
You know, you're a little bit too old for that, you heard?
Right.
Little too old for that, bro. But
That's
to
a
him,
fact.
I could say, to each his own. You don't want to grow up, you get blown up. That's simple and plain. But you're
Right.
not gonna take the flock with you.
That's a fact.
And it's crazy. You know what's crazy? Is that he missed all the vital elements of this shit though, Mikey. You heard? You know what non-trade mental slang was. If it ain't grown, we leave it alone. You heard?
Right.
All that know. If it ain't grown, we leave it alone. He will make us look bad even if we stood alongside him. Especially when I got gray in my face now. You hear me? We outside doing young nigga shit at 50? The second quarter of life and living? Nah, son. Nah, that ain't no flex, bro.
Facts.
That ain't no flex. Huh? I be in my motherfucking bed 2, 3 in the morning sleep. Rolling, smoking something, watching a movie, chilling, snacking, chasing my motherfucking pets around the pride. I'm not doing none of that crazy shit, bro.
That's what I be doing, you heard?
Come on, bro. It's more than life than that, man. And I'm tired of the block. I ain't seen the block since I don't know when. I don't live in New York City, yeah? So
Right.
I'm tired of the blocks. The blocks got me up top, yeah? Nah, man. Nah, bro. Ain't no successful dude. Let me say this. Ain't no successful dude who presents like a billboard of success like Jomo do is gonna be moving like he moving outside. You won't be so visible like that. People that really got money and really the money matches the maturity, they not doing what Jomo doing, bro. Huh?
Right. Nah, you right though.
So he can suck on that, yeah. Yeah, he can suck on that.
That's crazy.
He don't want to play games, so we loaded up on him, bro. We still got
Shit.
enough in the arsenal. We ain't
Yo, hey,
finished
yo,
yet.
look. Yo, listen. The internet is waiting for your and Mandu's response to that little comment that he made. The internet is making that. Make sure you make that so I can share it. Because the internet is waiting for the for Mandu and your
Who
comeback.
the Captain Capo? That's what we start just. We gonna call him the Captain Capo. You talking about the
Yo,
Captain Capo? All right,
yeah,
okay,
son.
that's cool, man. We up and jumping, man.
The
Like
internet,
I
they
said, this
waiting for y'all.
something
They
man
waiting for
doing
y'all
bad Bob
response.
channel, man. We got y'all, man. You heard?
Y'all got 24 hours to respond to that response, bro. Y'all got 24, you know?
Jomo don't set no motherfucking rules. He followed them. You know what I mean? What the fuck you talking about? He's a little nigga or the
Jomo waited
little
like three.
homie.
Jomo seen that thing going viral. He said, they on my heels. I gotta holler. I gotta say something. They on my
Yeah,
body.
but he the keyboard gangster like Jadakiss is talking. I heard Jadakiss weighed in on his shit too. Like you say, these keyboard gangsters. Jim Jones ain't respond to that out of his mouth. You ain't see no words come out of Jomo mouth. Jomo typed it as a comment, his reply to the video. You hear me? Typed it. Keyboard shit. Typical Jomo shit. You hear me?
Hey, yo.
He typed it in the thing, yeah. So that's nada, yeah. Like Ponce say, that's nothing, Papa.
Yo,
Nothing,
listen,
eh?
they want to hear. They put the Macho Man Randy Savage in the comments for Man Doers up there. You heard?
Yeah.
Yo, listen, they want to hear that response. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be on the lookout for all the new content y'all got coming on Bad Vibes and Man Do. We
Now,
gonna be
why you
looking for
do
that.
that? I seen that, Quinn. Why you delete the dude say who gave this bozo a clown a platform? Let dudes think they don't want to think. Yo, shout out to Gito Quinn. That's why people's in real life off the internet. Yo, Quinn, why you clap them, son? You let the dudes talk, man. Let them talk in the chats and all that. That's just keyboard shit. Look, ding, 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 ding. That shit don't bother me, bro. All right, come on, man. But yeah, I'm off this though, man. But yeah,
All right.
definitely, Mikey, man.
Yo,
Salute,
peace,
man.
bro. You
Salute
already
to the
know.
chat,
Salute,
man.
man. Salute to you and
Yeah,
man
sub
doing
up.
all the work
We
y'all
love
doing
up.
out here in the community for real, you heard?
Yeah,
Salute,
definitely, man. We gonna
salute
keep going
to
with it.
speaking out and being real elders, though. This is the time, bro. It says, it's the time for, it's the time for you to speak, bro. And it's that time. So, salute to y'all, bro.
Definitely, man. We gonna keep it going too, man.
You already know, man.
Salute.
Salute. I'm already subbed up. I'm gonna tell the people to sub up. I already shared the
Appreciate you.
channel. I'm gonna share it again when y'all start, putting content up there. I'll be sharing it in my page as well. You heard?
All right, will do, man. I appreciate you for me. You heard?
All right, peace, bro. Salute, bro.
All right, salute.
Yo, Smitty, get back up here so we can close the show out, man. This is a good show, man. This is a great show right here. You heard? BV pulled up Hocus for a fifth came up here and spoke his piece. I'm glad he spoke on all that kind of stuff, man. This is a good show right here. You heard? Yeah, it's a good show right here. You had the
Great.
angels on your screen.
I had the angels showing up. I told you, listen, what Hocus for a fifth just was speaking to God. I'm trying to tell you, the angels is around, baby. It's a new wave, man. It's a new order, man. And I'm glad the elders is stepping up, man. Word is
Right.
born. I'm glad the elders is stepping up and really talking and letting the people know that, you know, nothing nothing good came out of this, bro. We got brothers that went up north for 1 and 3s and ended up with 20 something years.
Facts.
You understand? We got brothers that's still trying to come home. You understand? And just because they name is who they name is off of being blood, they not letting them, they still hitting them at the board. Just because of their
Facts.
name. Because they
Facts.
know how much power they got. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I'm just saying, man, we got to come to a stop. It take a village.
But they
We all
all
got to
gotta
sit up.
turn their power like Mel Cross did, like Moshe did, like Pee Wee did, like Ace. They gotta turn their power for the betterment of the community, bro.
That's it.
They gotta turn their power back to how it was, how we used to use our power. We used our power to better what we was our conditions in prison, bro.
Right.
And that's why we had the backing of the people. All the neutral dudes, the Muslims, the guards, the rosters. We had the Jamaicans behind us. You know what I mean? The Trini, we had Dominicans, we had Puerto Ricans, we had everybody behind us, bro. The
Right.
Nubians, Black Panthers, when the Bloods first came to New York, bro, because they know we was fighting a righteous battle and that we wasn't oppressing. But now that whole shit did a 180 and it's destroying. So if it was any time for the OGs to speak, it's now, bro. If it was any time for them to speak out against what's going on in these streets, it's now, bro. Look at that shooting that went down in Brooklyn.
Right. That was crazy. Yeah, a young guy and an old dude. Dude was like in his 40s, if I'm not mistaken, and the young brother was like in his 20s. 3 people dead in a club. Something that could have been avoided. What's those guns? What's the
Monster Mo, I'm gonna have to start putting my gym
You've been
videos up
working
here, Mo.
out?
I gotta start putting my gym videos up here, Monster Mo. You know I
You've
don't
been
play.
you've been working out, you've been acting crazy?
You know I don't play. I got the ball. I'll be showing wifey how to get her weight up. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Word up,
No.
bro. But yeah, this was a good one, man.
Great one.
What you think about before we close out? What you think about what Hope was for fifth? Because I asked him, a lot of these guys is trying to make this seem like Hocus is only doing this because he caught that case. What do you got to say about that?
Like I said, man, I've been said that about Hocus 4/5 earlier. I told you every time I seen that brother come up on the internet, um, he never really pushed the narrative of sex, money, murder. He let it be known that he was Damu. He entered conversations with us and talked about, the Damu situation, but I never saw him come out violent, um, talking about violence on this internet. Anytime something happened with him or his name, he defended himself as a man. He stood on that. So, like, like I said, man, it's just the talks, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just like everybody saying why he not in jail. Everybody in jail, and and he had and he on the RICO because he didn't do nothing. He said he ain't do nothing. They don't got nothing on him. Everybody don't just go to jail. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody is not telling. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Come on, man. You know, like give the brother benefit of doubt, man. He trying to do something positive, you know, and we backing him. That's just the
J
bottom
Hope
line.
said, "You know how many videos Hocus for a Fifth got?"
Huh?
Yeah, J Hope said, "You know how many videos Hocus for a Fifth got? He do
I
got a
know,
lot
I
of
know he
videos."
got a lot of videos up here wilding, doing his thing, but what I saw from him was positivity. And that's way before I saw the Rico case or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Kings County said, "I saw Jimmy scale a fence once." Crazy. The chat is wild, yeah.
Yeah, man. Come on. He scaled the fence, man. You know what I mean? Like, come on, stop it. This was a great show right here.
Yo, nah, this is a good one right here.
This
This
was
is
a
right here.
great one.
This is a classic, right? This is a classic right here, you heard?
Facts, this was, bro.
Yo, but Bad Vibe said, this ain't gonna go no further. Um, he said
He
it's not
must
gonna
know
go no further.
something. I mean, he must know something. I mean, like he said, Jimmy was the little
Love you
homie.
too, G'd up, Quinn. You already know. Go ahead, bro. I hear you.
Jimmy was the little homie back in the days, hollering at them, you know what I'm saying? Supporting them, taking care of them with the bag. So it's something in that line that they're gonna be able to communicate. You understand? That's why I feel like Bad Vibe said it ain't gonna go that far because it's somebody in that little circle that's gonna be the mediator. And I think something is good gonna come out of this. I'm telling y'all for real. I think something great is gonna come out of this. I think the eldest is about to get together. They're gonna sit down because there's a lot of people home right now. It's a lot of big names in the streets. A lot of our legends that we looked up to and we heard about their names, the myths, the stories. They're home now. They're walking around. The Princes, the Tuts, the
Yo,
Shockwells,
Militime
Mikey
Gangster,
B's.
salute.
They here.
Salute to Antigua.
They out here. And they
Right,
not on the time that the streets is on. They looking at these streets like, damn, this is what we left. This is what we created.
right.
It's time to pull back together, man. That's it. It's time to pull back together. This is what we got to do. It's the last resort.
The change, they on the change. Everybody's saying the change is coming.
It's coming. People tired. People
Yo,
tired of
the
going
link
to
is in the
sleep.
chat. The link is in the chat. Yo, Brooklyn Bad Boy. The link is in the chat for it's pinned to the chat right here. If you in your phone, it's Bad Vibes and Mandu Warrior. Bad Vibes and Mandu Warriors. Right there. It's linked in the chat.
He said, I'm 50 years old. I've been listening to Hocus for a Fifth for the last 20 years. Hold on, Hocus been on there for that long? How long Hocus been? How long YouTube been out? When it
YouTube been out for a minute, bro. Yo, somebody share the link. G Up Quinn, one of y'all share the link so I could pin it. Pin a link to their channel.
Nah, this was a great one, man. 215 on the likes, man. We appreciate that, man, for real.
Nah, bro, this is a great one, bro.
This was a great one right here,
But
man.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired of dudes trying to use that, like what Hocus is saying is not a good thing. They keep trying to use the fact that he caught that case. Everybody been saying that, like, yeah, he caught a case, so he's trying to make it look good for himself. Like, and if he did catch a case, and if he is trying to make it look good for himself, what's wrong with that?
Yo, listen. First of all, the
What's
federal
wrong with
judges,
that though?
but
Yo, these dudes is crazy. Yo, dudes in the streets is crazy, you heard?
yeah,
Hell yeah, I want to look good going to court. Yo, thank you, G Up Quinn. That's their channel right there. G Up Quinn just posted. I'm about to pin it.
and them judges don't care if you dropped your flag or you stopped being blood. Your lawyer come up, yeah, he stopped being blood. But when that DA talk about all the crimes you committed as a blood, all that shit is that don't mean nothing,
Bro,
man.
people be catching cases, they lawyer be like, yo, listen, you need to get a job, go to church. If you on bail, if you got a time to make amends and change something going in front of that judge, you better do all you can. You better do all you can to go in front of that judge and do the right thing.
You'll be a fool if you didn't.
You'd be dumb as hell if you did it, you heard?
You'll be a fool if you didn't.
So even if he did, even I don't believe it because, like he said, I've been watching the rabbit hole. I'm subscribed to homie. Been talking positive. He been doing a lot of things.
Right.
He been doing that. Like you said, he been doing it. My thing is why these dudes keep trying to use that to shoot homie down. They doing that on purpose because they want these kids to stay on this timing, bro. It's crazy, bro. These dudes is bugged out, bro.
Listen, everything is coming. All this stuff that's happening, all this gangster vibes that's coming, that's in New York, all this is coming to an end, bro. I'm just keeping it real with you. You can see that it's coming to an end. Everything, it's coming.
Yeah, we got
You,
to get back to the poor righteous teachers, man. We got to get back to the nation of gods and earth. The Black Panthers is back. I seen the Black Panthers recruiting again. You heard?
look,
I,
look,
I shared
drill.
them on my story. You heard?
The drill music is down. We don't even know the new characters in drill. But back in the days, we was on top of it. We do the Chef G's, the K Flock. We was thirsty to hear their little music. Like, oh, these little kids wild enough. We don't even know the new characters now.
Eddie, y'all salute. Your word. That's a fact.
The drill is dead. Y'all done. Y'all showed us what y'all could do. The only thing y'all could do is kill. We don't want to hear that. We
Yo,
done
Scott
with that.
Swizzy, appreciate you.
We done with that. We don't want to hear y'all killing, killing, killing. You know what I'm saying? Because in certain of these songs, I listen to a song and the dude I like people I grew up with. You understand what I'm saying? Like they using names of people I grew up with, babies. Songs that's on the radio.
Right.
You imagine your baby passing away and you hear we smoking on such and such on the radio.
That's crazy. You heard? That's wild. You right about that.
Come on, bro. And this is the type of things these people is promoting. These are the type of things they want us to get on. The government just shut down. All types of shit going down right now.
Right.
It's a lot going on.
Right. They got an alien spacecraft into the solar system just now. All this stuff is not to talk about that right there. It's a lot going on, bro. 3-Eye Atlas. It's
But
about to
we out
touch
here killing
down.
each other. We out here killing each other. We not paying attention to nature.
That
We
might be the
not paying attention
mothership.
to
You don't even
nothing
know. That
going
might be
on.
the mothership. They be
Come
always be
on.
talking about the mothership, the nation of Islam. They be talking about the mother. That might be the mothership coming back. You don't know. They trying to spin everybody as a comet. That shit is not acting like a comet at all. You heard?
Come on, man. I'm just keeping it real. It's a lot going on, but we sitting up here worrying about the frivolous. About if Hocus 4/5 supposed to be in jail on a RICO right now, or him dropping his flag because of a RICO charge, or huh? Or us getting that Jomo because he's a grown man still provoking negativity to our babies. Come on. Yeah, y'all crazy out there,
Yo,
man.
touch SWM. You right about that. The government ain't playing, so we as a whole gotta wake up and hold it down. That's a fact, bro.
The war will not be televised, man. And y'all don't, a lot of us, y'all not worried about no news. Y'all not worried about what's going on. A lot of y'all don't even get up and watch the news and sit up and see what these people are saying or see what's going on. The first thing y'all do is wake up and check your fan duel. Y'all
Yo, that's
checking fan
facts.
duel, YouTube.
Yo, Monster Mo is funny, yeah. He said Mikey B said the Nation of Islam on a comet. That ain't no comet, bro. That's not moving like no comet, bro. That's not a comet, bro. That is not a comet, bro.
Right.
That is not a comet, bro. It didn't slow down. It's not moving around when the sun hit it. That is not a comet, bro. It's not acting like a comet at all. That's not a comet, bro. It's producing everything that our rockets produce when they sit in space, bro. Nickel is nickel. That is not a comet, bro. You can believe what you want, but that's not a comet, bro. It's crazy out here, Yeah, the news is definitely like a horror show right now. I ain't gonna front. There's a lot going on. All that ice stuff going on all over.
Come on.
They
Yeah,
doing that
but
on
dudes
purpose
ain't
though.
paying attention.
It's the government is shut down. For one, the government is shut down. The federal government is shut down. They're not even getting paid. They working and not getting paid, bro, for like 5 days now.
Facts. Because the Democrats is
That's
beefing
it's a big cover up, but I really think it's a cover up for that comment, bro.
for
I
that
think
what?
it's for 3 Eye Atlas. I think it's the cover up for that 3 Eye Atlas, bro. All the
Mm,
stuff in the news, bro.
mm,
3 Eye Atlas, bro, is not a comet, bro.
mm,
That's not a comet, bro. It's
mm.
not moving like no comet. It's been 220,000 miles. They said it's going so fast it can get from New York to LA in 1 minute. That's how fast they're going, bro. From New York to LA in 1 minute, bro. They don't move that fast on one trajectory at at the same speed on a straight line like that. They don't fly like that. That's something that's being controlled, or it's people, or something in their control of that, bro. Comets move around. Google
Right.
it. All you gotta do is Google comets move around.
So hold on. The brother just said that shit is by Mars. What he be?
It
What are
is
you talking
by
about?
Mars right now. It is going by Mars, and guess what? The federal government is shut down, so now we can't get no pictures because we got rovers and we got a bunch of stuff around Mars to take pictures. But now the government is shut down, so we can't see the pictures. Ain't that ain't that funny? The closest picture we will get right now is from Mars. We got rovers and things on Mars that can take pictures right now, but we can't get those pictures because the federal government is shut down all of a sudden, bro. Telling you, bro, dudes better be up and ready.
So hold on. So they said this is supposed to be a comet that's coming straight to Earth.
No, it's going on the other side of the earth. It's not trying to let us see it. It's not. It's going on the other side of the sun instead of going by the earth. But the ecliptic plane that it's flying on is flying through the solar system at the exact time where it can view Venus, Mars, and I think Jupiter. It goes very close to the way where they can like look at them, drop probes, or do whatever. But it's not moving like no comet, bro. You could look and you could Google that. It's not moving like a comet at all. No comets that we see, comets got a tail. It ain't have a tail. Comets react to the sun. When the sun hit it, it lets off oxygen and it starts moving because it's letting off all the stuff. It's not moving like that. It's going straight, like a rocket, like a ship. It's a lot going on, bro. You heard?
Yo,
Go
bro,
to
I
big
haven't
picture.
seen. Yo, hold on. I haven't seen that. Mr. Executioner, I missed that. I must have missed that, bro. On the news, you bugging? I ain't-
G Dub quit said, "Well, it was nice knowing you guys." You heard?
Nah, that's a fact. Hold on, let me see. What you said? I'm about to look this up. You got me.
Nah, you gotta look into that. I always be watching it. I watch that every day, bro. I watch that updates on that every day on YouTube, everywhere. I watch that every day, bro. I watch that every day. Different, highlights. That might be the mothership. You don't know. Just stay on man FanDuel, Mo. they, they in the comments wild, and they said the white man is grafted. The guards is up in here. The nation of gods and earth is up in here. You heard? It's Russia. They starting wars. There's all kind of stuff going on, bro. You don't know what it is. You heard? Yo,
Yo,
you
this is
stupid.
wild. I'm looking this up right now, y'all. This is crazy.
I told you, bro. Yo, Monster Mo, they're like, yeah, we got him. Remember that other what was the first one that came in and went back? That was the first one that came in and went back. They sent the bigger one. They sent a bigger one back. What was the name of the first one that what was the
Nah,
first one that came through?
this is crazy.
The first one that came through was a probe. It seen that we was looking at it and it went right back. It turned made a U-turn. It hit the solar system and went back. Yeah, Omaro, wasn't it? Omayo. Yo, look. Yo, salute, BV. We about to slide, yo.
Nah, this is crazy. I didn't see that. I didn't hear about that one.
Yo, listen, the first one went back. It made a U-turn, bro. They thought it was a comet. It turned around. It hit the solar system and went right back to where it came from. Like, yep, they here. They active. We got one. We got one.
Wow.
And that is the same place where we sent all that stuff out to. We sent that message out to. That's the same place that it went to. They coming from, bro. Man, it's about to get nasty. We better get ready out here.
Mm, that's deep.
I'm telling you, bro. The first one came and went back. That came. You seen that one, right?
I didn't even see, yo, bro.
Oh, you
First of
tripping?
all, I'm ready to get off this live. I'm ready to get on the internet and look all this up right now.
Yo, you tripping, bro?
You got me ready to. I'm gonna be tripping all night tonight. I'm be looking in the
That
sky
is
all night.
Monster
I'll be
Mo.
looking in the sky.
Smitty gonna be out there with the old one, the one eye Captain Jack. He gonna have a Captain Jack. Yo, Smitty gonna be in the hood with the Captain Jack. He gonna have a joint that go around this way. He gonna be looking backwards.
Yo, chill. Yeah. Nah. It's going down, man. Chill. Hold on. Let me
Smitty like,
smoke
hold
something. You
up.
got me smoking
I
on this
see
one,
they in the
man.
backyard. He gonna have an old telescope. Yo, they in the backyard.
You
They just
got me
landed in the
smoking, looking
backyard.
up on the internet right now, man.
Yo, the ring camera went off. Every time the ring camera go off, Smitty gonna be going crazy, you heard? I just seen him on the ring.
Nah, that's crazy right there, for real.
Nah, it's nasty out here. But nah, this is a good live though, bro. Let's get up out of here, yeah.
Great live, man. You already know, man. Salute to everybody out there. We appreciate y'all. Hood Love TV. It's a
Yo,
lot
salute
going
to y'all,
on.
man. This is a good one, man.
Mikey B, Smitty, you already know. Shout out Hocus 4/5. Shout out Bad Vibes. Shout out
BV,
everybody out
Hocus,
there, man. Peace and blessings,
man,
man.
dude, you heard? All the real
Facts,
guys out there
man.
putting the
Do
work in. Yo, Monster Mo, salute. G Dub Quinn,
salute.
salute. Make sure you
G Dub
subscribe to
Quinn,
Monster Mo, JTR Podcast. Make
Mr.
sure you go subscribe to G Dub
Executioner.
Quinn. These brothers out here doing some great
Touch
work. You already
SMM,
know.
salute.
Yo,
Peace
east
and
side of town,
blessings.
salute to everybody. Touch us up the limp. Mr. Executioner, what up? Yo, salute to everybody that pulled a big shot. What up? If y'all ain't hit the
Salute,
like button,
salute.
man, hit it on the way out. This is a good one
Ja
right here, man.
Ace, Ja Ace.
Jai's TV. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Jai's TV.
That's a
Always
fact.
got fire content too. You know
Harlem
what I'm saying?
Legend, 050 The Movement. Make sure y'all tap in.
Tap in. Salute to all the
Salute.
peoples, man. Holla at all the peoples, man. You heard? But this is a great one, man. Salute to y'all, man. And keep your eye on the sky. It's a lot going on, man. Keep your eye on the sky. Ring cameras. Check them ring cameras, man. Look for little people. Green, gray. It's nasty out here in these streets, you heard? You already know what it is, man. It's Mr. Hood Love Mikey B. And this is Hood Love TV, where you live, love, and learn. Salute.